And we should be live, hopefully. Possibly, maybe. I am alive. Dude, this is the most, actually, I wanted to say alive again, because I feel like that's the best word to describe it. The most aware I've been all day. I have had 3 energy drinks today. I had work early this morning. Early for me, so I had to leave the house at 8-something a.m. to get to work. I am so tired. My anemia is acting up. A couple of the things are playing up, and it's not fun. But I'm here. I made it through the workday. I didn't have to use any PPTO, which is epic. I was scared that I wasn't really scared. I didn't want to use any PPTO. Because I'm trying to save up enough for a whole day, and I already know for a fact I'm using an hour tomorrow. Because tomorrow they have me scheduled to come in at 8 a.m. when my availability is 9 a.m. So that shit ain't happening. I'm heading in an hour late. What the fuck? Why would you do that? You can't even use that for right now. What the fuck? We're doing court cam? What do you mean preparations? Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. How are you doing today, though, Hypnotic? How goes it? Oh, yeah. Let me actually make sure my boy's working. Yeah, my boy's working. So, I fixed the thing. So now these commands should work. Ow. Yeah, they work. Hell yeah. So they should be working. Yeah, so I've had multiple energy drinks today just to survive and be alive. I'll take as many pain meds as I can take. Why? We're just gonna have dinner and we're gonna watch some true crime. True crime is actually kind of light. I think it's mostly light, honestly. It's court moments. So I guess it still deals with heavy subjects. It's still technically true crime. God damn it. It still deals with true crime and darker subjects, but it's all court setting stuff. So I don't know, I felt like it would be interesting. How are you doing today, Sar? Fine! Hi! How are you? God damn it. I was trying to finish my thought process. I'm not kidding. I'm on negative brain cells right now. I was kind of tempted to... If this stream was anything but true crime, I probably would have canceled it. I don't know how on point my commentary or discussion or skills of the English language are going to be today. Hey, zombie. How you doing? I have meatball sub, and I have some tater tots, and I also have Monster Rehab. Tea plus lemonade. I have the stuff for root beer floats too, but I'm waiting until tonight to have those. Boys. But yeah, so yesterday or last night, I went ahead and I was like, let me see if I can figure out the program so you guys can throw things at me, and I got it working. I have sustenance. I also have heat waves playing right now because it's late night in the middle of June. Fair. I assumed, zombie. I naturally assumed that was the case. I've known you for too long. I get it. I still need to download some more mods. Aw. I need to download some more mods Hypnotic sent me for the next X amount of whatever sessions of Fallout 4. I'm going to do that tonight after stream. Let's see. I'm also going to go through crowd control, tweak some things, and then I think I'm not touching it after that point for a while. Nothing too crazy. Just things I meant to tweak that I didn't. I'm excited and terrified for the next time I play Fallout 4. It is going to be an experience. I'm kind of excited to... Yeah, I got it working! So, last stream, we were doing the modded Fallout 4 with crowd control. It was epic. It was very fun. But my internet cut out an hour into the stream, I want to say. And I kind of took advantage of that while I was waiting for the internet to come back up. I looked up how to actually set up the leaderboard, and I got it set up. Through my phone. Through my fucking phone. So yeah, we actually looking like an actual streamer. This is crazy. I cannot believe it. So tomorrow I have work 9 to 5 because they want me coming in at 8 and that shit ain't happening. I'm using PPTO. Tomorrow, when did I say we were playing a game? What was my schedule again? I don't fucking remember. My brain hurts, guys. Oh, 7. So tomorrow at 7, we're going to play Parasocial. I'm going to try to use the heart monitor. I know I have sensory stuff, but I feel like it does add to some of the spooky games. And it's supposed to be a somewhat spooky game. Holy shit. That was loud for me. What the hell? I also went through and re-downloaded and set up voice mod because I wanted to play around with the soundboard and the actual, like, voice changing aspects of it. I fucking heard it. What you talking about? That shit was... No. Wait here. Guys, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be very loud. This is your warning. Warning if you have headphones. Warning, you should probably not. Warning. I'm going to play it right fucking... No. Oh, it's not. Oh, there you go. It's loud. I don't know why I'd be doing that. I think it's specifically this screen. It has issues with it because of the fact that I have to have desktop turned off because of odd reasons with the music in the background. I don't 100% know, but I think that's it. My educated... What the fuck? Editor is quaking and shaking and pissing and shitting and coming. I don't know, man. That's very loud. There ain't nobody who can comfort me. Oh, yeah. What the fuck? I shouldn't look at Twitter. That's a mistake. Yeah, it is. But yeah, what was I saying? Voice mod. Last time I tried to set up, because I was like, ooh, potential soundboard could be fun for streaming, because that was before I had all of this set up. I couldn't get the hotkeys to work. I have them working, but now my problem is I've run out of keys. I need to get a fucking Stream Deck. I need to get a Stream Deck, because it would help so much with transitions for me on screen, transitions for my actual setup, and transitions for, like, sound alerts and or stuff for my mic. So, possibly going to be getting that in August. That might be nice. Could be fun to play around with. Why the fuck? I'm eating potato. Hell yeah, no. Ayo! Also, I couldn't figure out how to disable them. I don't think I can. What the fuck? No. I don't have the paid for version, so I don't even get that. But for me to even play around with it, really, I need to have, at least for me to play around with it while I'm streaming, not my free time for funsies, I would need, a Stream Deck. Probably, so. Why don't you answer me, yeah. But yeah, so I've been doing stuff behind the scenes. Today I felt like that was dying. I still kind of do. But we're going to ignore that. I'm going to have dinner. We're going to look at court moments. And then after stream, I'm going to set up some more heckin' crazy mods for next Fallout session. And that's probably going to be my day. Tomorrow I have to actually get up in the morning so I can essentially warn my work that I'm coming in late and put in for PPTO so that I can wait an hour and then actually go into work and suffer until 5 p.m. and then have fun with stream. I don't know if Parasocial is going to be fun or not, but I've planned to play Parasocial like so many fucking times and I haven't done it. I need to actually play the game. If it's absolute shitted, I might like change it to Fortnite or something. I don't know, but I want to at least try it. I got a new flavor of Ghost. I don't know how new it is everywhere, but at least in my area in New York. Ghost, zero sugar, electric limeade. The fucking can looks so cool. It's like an alien slash, like, mushroom slash drug trip kind of can. Like, I might actually take a picture of it and post it in the Discord. It's really funky. But I like the idea of limeade. I feel like not enough people enjoy, like, lime juice and lime flavoring. Hell yeah, no. Aw, that's sad. Convenience stores tend to mark... I don't know if it's the same where you're at, but convenience stores tend to mark everything up because it's convenience, which is some bullshit. Like, brother... Hell yeah. Normally I have orange creamsicle or dreamsicle, whatever it's called. Or Sour Patch. Depending on my mood and what's available. Because my work runs out of both flavors pretty fast, so. Those are like my go-tos. And then if I can't get a hold of those, usually, especially the last like half a year, Monster Rehab Tea plus lemonade. What I am drinking right now. What I had earlier today, times 2. Hell yeah. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Oh, Monster? There's Orange Dreamsicle Monster? Every time you say Monster Ultra Paradise, I have to fucking look up what the flavor is. No, because I'm going to be streaming, so it's going to be on the screen, you fucking fool. I don't go full screen usually for these. Oh, shit. Oh, it's this one. Hey. Ultra Paradise is a very good green one. Recently, I tried whatever the strawberry flavor is for Monster. And it was good, although definitely very artificial strawberry. But very strong artificial strawberry. Ultra Strawberry Dreams is the name of it. My one coworker was like, you need to try it. It's the only one they have. And I'm like, It tastes like if Monster Energy tried to do juice, like, with a lot of fake strawberry. It's not bad, it's just the doctor. I'm curious. I have to look that up. I need to know. Hey, look, I found it through Segoy Mart. Dude, it looks so funky. What's the flavor? What's the fucking flavor, dog? It's a citrus flavor. That sounds good. That sounds yummy. I'm tempted to, like, place an order through one of the, like, online companies that specifically do foods from other countries. 69 out of 10? Are you sure about that? So I'm going to assume that it's available. Yeah, I think you've mentioned it. It's available where you're at. Is it just not in the US? This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. I hate, like, specific flavors like that. Where they're like, no, you don't get it. Why, though? What is the point? Regional exclusives and shit. My ass. Yeah. Facts, brother. Facts. Except, how do you have it in... No, I think I'd be less bitter if it was just in the UK. If it was just a UK exclusive, but it isn't, obviously, if you got it when you were in Japan. So it's exclusively not in the US. Like, what the fuck? What is this? Melon soda. I've wanted to try melon soda. Not gonna lie. Because I'm not a huge fan of melon, like the actual fruit, but I wonder if, like, with some fizz, it'd be good. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, my work sells a couple varieties of like, fruit-flavored Tic Tacs. I don't understand that fully. I always go for, like, mint and stuff when you're talking about, like, Tic Tacs, or, like, gum, or... The only time for gum where I don't get, like, mint flavors is oh my god, what's the company? My fucking brain. Let me look it up because I want to give the right information. This gum's actually pretty sick and it's very sweet. It's definitely a candy gum. What's it called? Hubba Bubba is doing Skittles gum, and that shit tastes straight up like Skittles, but gum form. It's beautiful. I usually alternate between that and, to me, it reminds me of the rehash. They actually did Skittles bubblegum, like, a while ago. But it's in a new container. It's new. I don't know if the previous incarnation of Skittles bubblegum was by Hubba Bubba. But I don't know, they fucking nailed it. It literally tastes like Skittles. The cherry cola and the strawberry ones are good. Yeah, see, I'm picky about it. I'm very picky about that. I never had them. Again, for me, Tic Tacs, I always think of two flavors. Orange, the only, like, okay fruit flavor, in my opinion, for Tic Tacs. And mint. Spicy. Yeah. Got that good tingle. Alrighty, let's watch some court stuff. Let me mute this so stream so Twitch don't get mad. Desktop, where are you? No one's make my throat burn and it's not pleasant. See, I like the burn. That's why I like mint flavors and other types of flavors like that. I like it. Alrighty, let me see. This year in Japan, I discovered a peach chain is exclusive to Japan. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of things that are specifically exclusive to Japan. There's plenty of things that are exclusive to their own, like, countries and areas and all that kind of stuff. It just, I don't know, for bigger brands, it really annoys me. Like, the whole, Monster's a really good representation of that. It's like, why the fuck can't you do it here? But the menu had only white people on it. Huh? You what? So we're going to start off I think this is going to be the most lighthearted video that I have queued up for Court Cam. Top 10 funniest moments. So some funny court antics, some goofy ahs. Oh, do it like that.
We go to the Miami-Dade courthouse, where Judge Catherine Pooler's presiding over a bond hearing.
Caucasians are taking
Calvin
over.
Lloyd Griffith allegedly broke into a local school and stole an employee's car.
Ooh.
Griffith was arrested and is here on charges of grand theft, burglary, and trespassing. He also violated his probation from a previous car theft.
Calvin Lloyd Griffin Jr. on page 12.
Why would you do that, though?
Good morning. Mr. Griffin is charged with burglary, petty theft, grand theft of a vehicle, and trespass. And he's on probation.
He's out on probation, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm on probation. I'm on papers.
Okay.
Office beat me anyway because I smoke weed and cocaine.
What the fuck?
I smoke weed and cocaine.
The court officials decide to
Huh?
cut Griffith's mic off to prevent him from talking over everyone.
So the officer would pick.
That's fair. I love they can literally just press a button. No, you're muted now.
Okay. You're Calvin Griffin?
Mr. Senator has the button pressed.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
As
god.
Judge Pooler continues looking over the paperwork, Griffiths continues to try to get the attention of the judge.
Okay, let's see.
I don't know. It's got to be
But with
frustrating if
Judge
you
Pooler
feel like you
unable
have something
to hear
to say.
Griffith, he decides to try a different approach.
Oh no. Oh! 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 Look at her face! Yo, is this the first time you've seen someone bust it down at her work? That's probably like the least violent way to get a judge's attention, though. Like, for real. If you're gonna get someone's attention. Bro, it's he goes real fast and fucking from just a regular. You can see the moment it hits his brain. He's like, all right, let me.
With Pooler unable to hear Griffith, he decides
Let me
to
do
try a different
Look,
approach.
he's just like, what should I do? Okay, let me do this. He's like, it worked. It worked.
Your Honor.
Not impressed with Griffith's twerking abilities, the judge
Honestly,
moves on
I
to the
feel
case.
like, no. Like, I feel like that shouldn't be held against him. If the judge is like is mean about it, I feel like that's fucked up. That's a creative way to get someone's attention that's non-violent. Like, let's encourage that out of anything. Come on now. Come on now.
State is requesting that Your Honor set the bond, but reset the case in division tomorrow because his actions violate his probation.
Judge Pooler agrees with the state attorney and sets Griffith's bond at $18,500.
And there's a
Damn.
stay-away order from Miami Edison Senior High. If you should get out, do not go back there. You're not a student anymore. Okay? Thank you for coming in.
As the judge moves on to the next, less entertaining defendant, Judge Pooler looks back fondly on her time with Calvin Griffith.
I want the last guy to come back and teach us how to dance. He's a pretty smooth guy.
That was a good reaction to that.
All right,
In the
Nelson
moment.
Walker. There you are.
Next, we're in Miami-Dade County, where Nelson Walker is charged with a crime where
Florida.
the evidence may be, as they say in the law, in plain view.
Oh no.
All right, you're charged with stealing a Dolphin jersey.
He's literally wearing it. Hold up.
Judge Ward seems a bit suspicious of the situation, and when she begins asking Walker about the
How?
Dolphins jersey he's wearing, he's got an answer.
This ain't the one, young.
No.
Oh my
man.
god.
It show on that I ain't took no jersey. I ain't took now jersey.
Walker first insists the Dolphins jersey he's wearing is not the one he allegedly stole.
This ain't the one, young.
He then claims he didn't steal a jersey at all.
It show on that I ain't took no jersey.
What?
I ain't
the fuck?
took now jersey.
The judge then turns to the public defense.
Okay, this is like really shitty quality. Courtroom cams are like horrible, which makes me so sad. Just like anything else. I feel like if you're in like an official area, the cam should be like fucking HD quality. But his eyes look like they're going two different directions. Like that was the first thing to throw me.
For his take. But he decides to raise an issue regarding an inconsistency on the police report.
Public defender's
Public
off camera.
defender.
As to Mr. Walker, respectfully, Your Honor, we're going to be raising probable cause.
But like, he had to make the decision to put that on. Why? To highlight you're a fan? Like, I don't...
As to what?
As to this being a felony, because the allegations are an observation of observing the defendant and co-defendant put on a dolphin hats. The officer says A and then says hats, so there's an issue as to whether it's two hats or one hat.
Walker
What?
seems on board with
Huh?
the public defender's approach.
The officer says A and then says hats, so there's an issue as to whether it's two hats or one hat.
Despite the semantics issue, the judge orders Walker, who has 29 prior felonies on his record, held on
God.
$5,000 bond.
Here's the thing. I kind of want to know how many... Yeah, his eyes were definitely facing opposite ways. I kind of want to know, like, what his history was with theft. Like, were those all theft-related charges? Because you can rack up charges like that.
Weeks later, Miami-Dade prosecutors declined to press charges against Walker, and he's released. But the judge did order Walker to stay away from the Dolphins Stadium. Perhaps
Aw.
not seeing his beloved team play in person is punishment enough.
I don't know if man can afford a ticket. That's... I don't know about that.
Next, we're in the
Look at
Broward
how
County
bad
Bond
this
Court in
is!
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Go ahead, ma'am.
That is someone's grandmama.
Mr. Shanus, Abraham Arthur Shanus, and I have been legally divorced for 31 years,
Okay.
and I have the papers to prove it.
This is
Huh.
80-year-old Dolores
Aw.
Shinus. She landed herself in
Aw,
jail for
free
resisting
Dolores.
arrest after violating
free
a
the
restraining order
grandmama,
filed
man.
by her ex-husband.
Oh,
We
okay,
both
that's a little bit.
resided at 20 the Bend, and he paid for the apartment entirely. His assumption is because he paid for the apartment, he's entitled to do as he pleases.
I can't get in the middle of who owns the apartment.
I know, that's not the point.
My
The point
is,
I'm telling you,
I need to keep you away from him, all right?
I haven't bothered him for 31 years. Why would I bother him now?
Rather than actually getting up in arms, Judge John Hurley decides to release Shyness on a personal recognizance bond so long as she agrees to stay away from her ex-husband.
You are not allowed to call him, text him, email him. You are to stay 500 feet from him at all times. That's where he lives, where he works, anywhere in between. Ma'am, you're getting a second chance on this case. I don't particularly feel like keeping an 80-year-old woman in the jail who has no criminal record. But this is your second warning. Don't go around him again.
I swear to God and all that's Tony on a stack of Bibles, I will never go near him, talk to him, call him, or
What was
even
the
look
first
at him.
thing you were going to swear on besides the Bibles?
All that's holy.
What?
I don't remember.
Oh.
What?
All that's holy.
Look at that. I love how it's like 3 pixels, but you can tell that the people directly behind her are smiling. That like that's some just like aw. Get grandmama out of jail. Like what the fuck?
All that's holy. Yeah.
Oh, all that's holy. Yes, sir. I didn't recognize your twang.
The senior's sassy remark catches Judge Hurley off guard.
Ma'am, have you ever thought of doing a stand-up routine? Have you ever thought about that?
I did. If you pay me good money, sweetheart, I'll be there. I'm really short of funds.
Ma'am, I got to tell you something. You seem like you have a great wit about you.
I do, sir.
Yeah. So,
I mean, sweetheart, that's the only thing I have.
I've been called sweetheart in this courtroom.
Does that mean you're taking me for breakfast?
What
Let me
the
ask you
fuck?
something, ma'am.
Yo, get your grandmama.
How have I done as a judge today? So far, how am I doing?
Not bad,
Aw.
but you could do better.
See, I feel like this judge is having more fun with it in like a positive / just this is just another day on the job type of like. I like his energy versus the last judge. The last judge seemed kind of like rude about it when the person was actually in the courtroom and then just commented on it after. Like, I kind of like it when you have a back and forth that's more positive because it's like she's not doing anything that's hurting anyone. She's it's grandmama.
Can we get a drum roll with this?
With the case already wrapped up, the only thing
And most
the
of the
judge,
like
public
inmates,
defender,
whatever you want
and all
to
the other
call them,
inmates are
behind
waiting
her,
for one final
seem
punchline.
so cool with her. Like they seem
I
genuinely
gotta
like,
tell
oh
you,
my god.
You brighten my day, ma'am. All right?
That's what the last guy said, and then he sued me.
Yo. Aw, wholesome grandmama moment. I like that.
Our next story takes us to Las Vegas, Nevada,
That's the energy you should
where
have.
Judge Douglas Herndon's presiding.
Las
The
Vegas.
defendant is Gary Walters, who's on parole for various financial crimes.
Gary
He's in
Walters.
court today
Of course,
over
it's financial
restitution
crimes.
he was ordered to pay as part of his sentence.
I've been making my payments. I've been on Social Security. I've been paying what I can in restitution.
Okay.
All of a sudden, he says, you got to pay $26,000 a month.
As Walters makes his case, there's a man standing a few feet behind him.
I know.
And the judge
I
takes
don't-
notice.
I have no idea him.
You're going to have to go back.
Court
to
cams
the
are
original
apparently really
court
bad.
And then possibly,
Hold on a second. Who's this guy staring at me over here?
this is Kim Blandino.
I'm a co-plaintiff in the civil case.
Kim Blandino has nothing to do with this criminal case, and he's not even a lawyer. But he is a co-plaintiff in a civil suit that Walters has filed against his former attorney. Blandino has earned a dubious reputation for filing frivolous motions and joining civil suits where he has no affiliation.
Yeah, but is it?
But Judge
Is he
Herndon
allowed to
is
just
not
sit in
about
like
to
that?
let Blandino disrupt his courtroom.
Yeah.
Okay, are you an attorney?
No, not.
Then you need to sit down and quit staring at me like somehow you need to talk to me or whatever. 'cause
I need
Pardon?
Can I make a record?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to make a record about you in a minute.
make a record to add something to the official court record.
Yeah, but you
in
need to
case
sit
you
down
didn't
and
know.
be quiet because you're not a plaintiff or a defendant in my criminal case. You're not an attorney.
Basically, he's
You
not
can't
actually
appear in my
directly
criminal
involved,
case
so
and
he's
act
not
like an
supposed
attorney,
to
so sit
actually
down and be
appear in
quiet.
that courtroom on
Mr. Walters,
record.
go ahead.
Walters continues.
I
but
think he's
when
good to sit
Blandino
back and kind of
physically
watch, but
reacts
he
to
can't
Judge
actually,
Herndon's
like,
comments,
object to
the judge has
things
a
or
few
whatever.
choice words for him and his habit of acting like an attorney.
You know what? Let me tell you something. You want to act like an asshole, act like an asshole, but I'm telling you, that gets you
Ooh.
nowhere in court. And you know what else gets you nowhere in court? Sitting in the audience of a court while a judge is engaging with somebody and shaking your head and being all demonstrative. So get out.
I'm sorry, it was inadvertent.
No, it wasn't inadvertent. Don't give me that. It's not inadvertent. It's never, get out. It's never inadvertent when you come in and act all disrespectful to people.
Blandino exits, but feeling disrespected, he later files a motion to have Judge
Of course
Herndon
he does.
disqualified from the case.
It sounds
The
like he
motion
does
was
that a
denied.
lot. He sounds like a Karen. He sounds like a court Karen.
Vetter versus Kim Dennis
18 months
Blandino.
later.
18 months later, Blandino's back in court, but this time as a defendant. He's been charged with extortion and is under house
Bruh.
arrest. He has a hearing before Judge James Bixler, who's well aware of Blandino's history as a wannabe litigator. Blandino's representing himself, but the court has appointed
It really
Steve
does
Walter
sound
as
like the man just
co-counsel,
wants to do
which
law
puts
stuff,
Blandino
but isn't actually
in a
fully licensed, so he's not
combative
fully
mood.
respected, and he's
Mr.
also kind of an
Aldridge,
asshole
will
about
you
it.
accept appointment as standby counsel?
I have an objection.
Shut up.
I have the right to object, I believe, Your Honor.
You have the right to get held in contempt of court. And that's what's going to happen if you don't shut up. I'm
Damn,
not putting up
okay.
with any of your crap here today. Your reputation has preceded you. Will you accept appointment on him as standby counsel?
Your Honor, I can. However, Mr. Blandino, after we spoke outside, wanted a little bit of time to speak to me in detail about his case and his desires, and then also to look into my background a little bit before he would agree.
He wanted to interview you?
Yes, sir.
I object to
Yeah.
that laughing, Judge.
You don't get to fucking interview the it's it's his free defense. It's the state fucking appointed defense. You don't get to fucking sit down and have a full on interview with them. They're who you're stuck with when you don't have the money to select someone else.
I object
The
to you.
fuck?
I think the defendant has already categorized himself as a vexatious litigant.
I object.
You can object all you want.
Can I make a record?
No.
I've got a motion.
What did I just say? What did I just say? No.
I can't say anything.
No.
Blandino refuses to quit, to the point where others in the courtroom
Bro, I
begin
feel bad for his
reprimanding him.
public defender. Could you imagine representing a motherfucker that is already well known? Like in that courthouse is not being a good person, kind of being an asshole to everyone. And he's just not letting you do your job. He's just making it so much worse.
You're getting real close to getting remanded.
Blandino finally gets the message and agrees to meet with the court-appointed counsel.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I think you're very impatient, though, sir.
Blandino remained under house arrest for extortion and impersonating a public officer. Next, we're in Miami, Florida, where Judge Nusheen Safie's about to recognize a familiar name on her bond hearing docket.
Johnny Ray Smith Jr. Oh my God.
These two have a storied history, and
How the
you're
fuck
gonna
they
hear
know each
all
other,
about
huh?
it.
The same charges, that same baby mama, she did the same thing that the wife did. I left the house like you told me.
In a previous domestic case, Smith was convicted of criminal mischief, and Judge Safie
Oh, shit.
advised that he leave the home where he'd been staying with the complainant. In that same case, Smith revealed to the court that he had fathered more than 30 children.
What the fuck? Bro, I feel like... What the fuck? What the hell? What the fuck? That is way too many kids. That is way too many. Huh? Yeah, but like... Oh my god. Oh my god. And like, even if a third of the women are fucking going after him for like, oh my god. What the fuck? Bro, he probably owes the state / those children so much money. Child support is not a joke in most states. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, I'm not even kidding. If for a third of those kids, he owes child support or is put on some type of child support. He is in big fucking trouble. Like, what? It is not worth that, man. What the
And
fuck?
apparently still counting.
Remember, she was pregnant and she had another kid, so I'm at
Oh
40
my.
now.
What the fuck? Whoa, someone in the background went 40? What the fuck? Also, I'm assuming this man lives in like a certain area. Wouldn't you think all the hoes in that square radius would be like, yeah, and I'm not touching you with a 10-foot pole. Like, it's just not happening. Huh? How the fuck? What the fuck? If this man doesn't travel, then I'm upset with the women in that area. Like, how the fuck, man? How the fuck?
And
I have to
apparently
rehear.
still
Huh?
counting.
The reaction's so good.
And she had another kid, so I'm at 40 now.
The clerk! The clerk! That was the clerk! Yo!
Wait, that's your argument for you want me to let you out?
Christ! Oh my god. Also, oh god, this is a horrible situation all the way around. This is why you should have to have a license to have children. Or something. A system needs to be put in place, at least in the US, for a little bit. For like a little bit, man. Because these types of people fucking exist. They exist. Like, those children did not ask to be brought into this world, and they're going to be just left there fatherless for the most part. I'm willing to bet Homeboy here does not try to spend any specific amount of time with any of his children. Like, huh?
Birth control extra I gave you back when you only had 31 kids?
That, when you only had 31. Only! What?
Listen, I swear I listen to you. I just moved out. I stay on my own. I got a new girlfriend. That's what she mad about.
I don't blame her.
But listen, I left.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. He's obviously a very special case, but again, how the fuck? How in the fuck, as a woman, do you hear about any part of his past? Fucking, again, even a third of the children he has fathered, and you're just like, yeah, this is a good idea. There's no goddamn way. There is no goddamn way.
Never went back to the house. I never called.
You didn't listen to anything I said.
No, I did. I left. You
But
told me
I
to
told
leave.
you also no more kids.
Similar to his previous
I told you no more kids, and you had 9 more.
case, Smith's charges today include criminal mischief and burglary.
What's sadder is I have looked into this kind of stuff just because it does kind of interest me. From like a gender standpoint and how we as a society treat this. But from what I've seen in most states, you could have visitation set up through the court, but the courts can't actually force the other party to actually like spend time with the child. So again, it's one of those shitty situations for the children where the children are suffering. They did not ask to be brought. Fuck off, Jonathan. They did not ask to be brought into this world. They did not ask to be in whatever situation they're in. They did not ask to have a father that is definitely going to be absentee for, I'm willing to put down money most if not all of their lives. Like, it's just, that's ass. That's fucking ass. You are dealt a really shit hand for birth in that situation.
Related to incidents involving another
I
mother
hope that some of them
his
have
children.
like stepdads and have a father figure in their life, but like, fuck, man.
Okay, no problem. Try doing that for 1 minute if you can. All right.
Man cannot put on
As the
a
judge goes through the
singular
case
Jimmy.
file, a public defender
Like, what
chimes
the
in.
fuck?
Your Honor's
What the fuck?
history with Mr. Smith
What the
and
fuck?
knowledge of Mr. Smith, as well as the allegations before the court at this point in
Just
time.
make it clear that my history with him is
No,
as a judge.
The judge is like, I have not had any children with this man. I am not on that list.
Mr. Smith.
Like, it's funny from the, like, outside
You're not
looking in,
saying
but,
that,
like,
correct?
again, part of me is just like, this is also so sad. He is obviously super irresponsible, and you should not have the ability to have kids. I'm sorry.
vasectomy.
I get motherfuckers. I can understand, not that I get, but I can understand motherfuckers that have like multiple children from multiple baby mamas, depending on like situations and stuff. I can understand that, right? It's still messy, but I understand it. And it's still, in my eyes, feasible to actually have a bond with those children, and like things can still be somewhat healthy. A little weird, but you know, it can still be somewhat healthy and somewhat positive. This is just
That
so
kind of
fucked.
power, but she can take away his social life by placing him under house arrest using a tracking bracelet.
$1 a day for the bracelet.
You finna do me like that again? That was torture last time.
You're not gonna have to post a bond. You're gonna be on a bracelet.
Thank you.
Before they part ways, the judge also issues Smith a final warning.
If you come back with any other baby mamas, I'm gonna revoke your bond and keep you in jail. Condoms, use them.
Okay.
I am the living man whose mark is that of life.
What the hell? This is one of those sovereign citizens. This has to be. Is this someone severely mentally ill or a sovereign citizen?
Next, we're at the Gallatin County Courthouse in Bozeman, Montana.
The defendant, Ernie Wayne Tertelgit, he is not represented by counsel here today.
52-year-old Ernie Tertelgit is charged with obstructing a peace officer and
He's
resisting
in
arrest.
some type of fucking
after he was
cosplay, bro.
caught fishing without a license. The hearing is just underway.
Mr. Tertelgit has been charged.
Resisting an officer. So he was caught fishing without a license, and when the officers were probably just like, hey, you need to stop, he was like, fuck you. I am a living man. Because it's a thing they like to say. I've seen some sovereign citizen stuff. I have a right to this pond or whatever body of water it is. And I have a right to fish. I don't have to get a license to do that. And then the cops were like, and then charges happen.
I must object. I am
The
not
ears
the
were
name
not
that he is
correct.
referring to. I am the living man. The name
See, I
that
said
Mr.
it!
Riley refers to, ma'am, is held by the state.
I am the
in
living
all
man. I
capital
am not
letters
owned
and
by
is
the state. I
identified
don't.
by the
I
state
understand
on
parts
the
of what they
state's
say,
driver's license, ma'am. I am not
but
the
not
identical
everything.
fiction.
Because they,
I am the
from what I've gotten from a lot of sovereign citizen stuff, is they want to enjoy. The biggest thing that comes to mind to sovereign citizens with driving with like licenses is they want to enjoy the access to driving. They see driving as a right, not a privilege. But on that same coin, they see it as because it's a right, they shouldn't have to go through the process of getting an actual driver's license or following all of the laws. And I'm like, I don't understand that. I don't think there's ever a time where I'm gonna fully understand that. It doesn't make sense to me because it's like the road that you're on is public property. It's for everyone. It's everyone. So yes, you have to. Huh? What the fuck's on me?
living man.
Do you have a
whose
license?
mark
Because if you do,
is
you're
that of
above these
life.
motherfuckers.
Tertelgit is representing himself today as the natural living man. It's his own interpretation.
Sovereign citizens believe they only answer to their interpretation. Yeah, that's the problem.
Of a sovereign citizen.
Mr. Tertelgit, you are not to interrupt Mr. Riley again.
Who can tell the living
Yo, a
man?
lot of women judges. Let's go. What the fuck, zombie? You shouldn't.
In a commercial event such as this,
What is wrong with you?
who has the right to tell the living man when he can speak and when he cannot
Nice,
speak,
hey?
what sounds he can make and what sounds he cannot make?
You understand?
He is addressing British lawman. He is a
Oh my
minister
God.
on behalf of Great Britain.
Like, Britain. What the fuck was that? They, from what I've seen, because it's not like I've deep dived it, but what I've seen with sovereign citizens, they, I don't know. Again, it's like they want to pick and choose what laws that they follow while they live among everyone else who has to follow the laws. Like, I don't fully understand it. It don't fucking Britain. It don't fucking make sense. Although this is probably the most committed I've seen for sovereign citizens, where he's in like full garb.
Great Britain? It seems this living man
Britain.
takes issue with the traditional British title of Esquire being used in an American courtroom.
I'm going to hold you in contempt if you continue to disrupt this.
Ma'am, why, please give me an honorable answer, is a British recognized esquire asking questions in an American courtroom? Why is title of nobility applied behind this gentleman's name that is recognized as being banned from our country in the 1789
They fucking have a ton of
Constitution.
from what I've seen, they have so much confidence when they speak, and they're speaking utter bullshit. It kind of reminds me of when I've seen flat earthers talk about stuff. And it's like, you're so fucking wrong, but like you're so confident. You think you got it, man. Like, I want to have half the confidence of either a sovereign citizen or a flat earther on like any god-given day. I would be borderline unstoppable. Because what the fuck?
Is nobody going to stand for our Constitution?
Tertelget may not believe in courtroom formalities.
You could the
but
judge
he
is
does
biting
believe in
her tongue.
interrupting.
You can see
And
that.
Wanda
You can fucking see it, bro.
Rush has had enough.
Bro, she was thinking like, I have not paid enough.
I have reminded you twice now.
Please stand up. Stand up.
They act like toddlers
I
too.
cannot give you recognition. I'm constrained by the United States Constitution of 1789.
Before he's escorted out, Tertelget hurls a Yankee Doodle dandy of an insult at the prosecuting attorney.
Sir, you're a Bozeman native. What are you doing packing a British recognition? Should be ashamed of yourself.
Banned from participating.
What the I don't even
Tertelget
understand
can
what he
only
just
watch
fucking
the
said.
courtroom remotely,
Man
as
is
his
speaking
case
in a
is
different
finally able to
century.
continue. The jury would eventually find him
Also, it
guilty.
makes me sad because that man is probably someone's fucking uncle or fucking grandpa. Like,
And although jail time is waived, he's ordered to pay more than $400. in fines.
yo. Hey, at least he didn't end up in jail,
Meet
right?
Timothy DiMatteo.
Florida. What the fuck was that about, bro?
Oh boy.
The 34-year-old Florida rock musician was charged with petty
no.
theft and damage to property for
Petty
allegedly
theft.
trying to steal
Petit theft.
nutritional supplements from a store and then damaging
What the fuck,
items
man?
after he was caught.
He stole supplements. Wait, hold up.
As
Out of
John Hurley
everything.
kicks off
You
the
should.
bond hearing,
Court finds probable
Okay.
cause.
he makes a request that will come back to haunt him.
Put on the mic, please, somebody. Why do they...
Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
You know me, don't you?
No.
Before Judge Hurley can get
He thinks
another
he's
word
popular.
in,
Oh,
this
no.
rocker breaks
Oh,
into a
no.
solo.
Oh,
I
God.
was going to pick up my scripts. They said it was a 45-minute wait for some reason. I'm walking around shopping. I go to the bathroom to take a piss and wash my hands, and the manager's in there waiting for me, thinking I'm shoplifting. I wasn't shoplifting anything.
No?
No. My first, second, third, fourth, 13th, 14th Amendment rights have been violated.
But it turns out this isn't the first
What
time the
the
defendant's been charged for stealing.
Oh, he has a.
Your Honor, if I may, two things worth noting. Mr. DiMatteo
Jesus
was
Christ.
arrested
So he has a.
September 14th of this year.
He actually had. Oh.
Mexican restaurant, where allegedly he ran up a bill for $256.26. He refused to leave or pay for his tab. Additionally, on September
God
29th
damn. So
of
yeah,
this
he
year,
has a history of
he
various
was
types of
placed on
fucking.
18 months probation for grand theft.
Yeah, what the fuck? So he
As
just
Judge
steals
Hurley
shit.
checks on the details of the pending
Oh,
charges,
my God.
DiMatteo can be seen growing more animated with the public defender. And when his mic
I have
gets
finished
turned
my
back
food.
on,
That shit was busting.
Your Honor, sidebar.
yes, he raises his hand and asks the judge for a sidebar.
Your Honor, sidebar.
Wait, no.
Your Honor.
Stop. It's not your turn.
After being muted once again, DiMatteo decides to drum up some more attention.
Oh boy.
As the performance
I love the
continues,
judge's reaction.
Public defender Dale Miller hangs his head and makes the executive decision not to
He's
use the
protecting
defendant.
that fucking button right now so
I
hard.
think he's trying to give him an opportunity to calm down, Judge.
Ultimately, the courtroom concert is cut short.
Oh,
DiMatteo
oh
is
God, oh
forcibly
God,
removed
oh
by
God.
court security.
Please sit down.
Your Honor.
We're not, ma'am, I'm not having two attorneys. Please sit down.
Judge, I'm not going to...
Timothy DiMatteo
What
later
the
pled
fuck?
guilty to the petty theft charge
Bro.
and was ordered to pay $293. The damage to property charge was dropped.
Your Honor,
Judge,
sidebar.
I can't, man.
We head to Gulfport, Mississippi. This is the Harrison County Courthouse.
Doesn't It's out, like it's out. Oh,
This
okay.
is a 1997 Toyota Tacoma.
Well.
And this
What
is
the fuck?
28-year-old Keith Rio Cavalier.
Please don't tell me he's drunk.
At 5:43 a.m., Cavalier illegally parked his red pickup right through one of the windows of the courthouse.
If he is drunk, that is the worst thing you could. One of the worst things you could do. You literally drove into a fucking courthouse. Huh?
At first, Cavalier seems to be stuck inside the truck.
Oh shit.
But then,
yeah, boy!
here he comes
Aw.
through the window. Fortunately, both he and his flip-flops appear to be okay.
It's Mississippi. I feel like flip-flops are
After
fine.
taking a few moments
I feel like
to
it's usually
survey the
warmer
scene,
weather 'cause it's
Cavalier
Mississippi.
stands there, cavalierly, and
like, I don't know what to
eventually
do.
walks away.
Oh my god, he did not just abandon his. Okay.
Thankfully, because it was so early on a Saturday morning, the building was closed and no one was hurt. Police arrested Cavalier shortly after the
But like, how? Wait, no. The alarms went off. So I'm assuming either police were dispatched or something happened. Obviously, usually with alarms, that's the first thing I think of as police are. But could you imagine coming into work the next day and there's just a giant hole in the building, or there's a truck still in the building? Like, what the hell?
incident. When asked why he did it, well, he had a
Oh
perfectly
my God.
good reason. He said he was trying to contact the police about his stolen drug paraphernalia. And apparently
Bro.
he felt this
Are you kidding me?
was the best way to do it. It is unclear whether Cavalier got his drug paraphernalia back, but he did pick up charges of malicious mischief
Bro, this
and
is-
driving under the influence.
Oh my God!
Robert Stewart.
Hello, sir.
Next, we go to
Hey, it's
Bond
John
Court in
Hurley.
Broward County, Florida. Judge John Hurley presiding. The defendant is
Florida.
64-year-old Robert
A lot of
Stewart,
funky Florida
charged
cases.
with
Go
battery
figure.
and violating an injunction to stay away from Ronald Stewart, his own brother.
Aw,
There's a no
well, that's
contact
sad.
order with your brother, allegedly, and they said that
That's
your brother
sad,
said
man.
you ended up in his home.
For me, it's always sad when it's specifically family members. Siblings is like the hardest, because like I can understand a parent, right? But like, I don't know. Some of my siblings can be assholes at times, but I feel like that's just the nature of being siblings. There's still always going to be that love. And for me, as an older sibling, I think part of it is also that like level of I will protect you. So it's just crazy. It's crazy.
They told you not to come around, so.
The prosecutor, who's off
I
camera,
mean, obviously, if they're
advises
going at it
Judge
and obviously
Hurley
not
of the
getting
details
along,
of the
then maybe it's
case.
a good thing. But it's just
Ronald
sad.
Stewart was entertaining guests for the holiday. Robert Stewart attacked him by punching him in the chest, knocking him to the floor. The attack was unprovoked, which was witnessed by the two
Goddamn.
other guests. Ronald Stewart has a serious heart condition and is in fear that his brother Robert will continue to harm him.
Aw.
Defendant Robert Stewart admitted to the
Like,
battery,
that's
stating
so
that his brother Ronald
sad.
wants too much from him.
Aw.
Judge Hurley has all the information he needs and is prepared to set bond.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set your bond on count one at $2,500. Based on the court's concern for the safety of your brother and your apparent willingness to violate a court order, you're going to be held without bond on count two. And the court will order no contact directly or indirectly with Ronald Stewart. You must stay 500 feet from him at all times. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
With a full docket still on his plate, Judge Hurley tries to keep things moving. But Stewart isn't finished.
I'm a Navy SEAL, sir. I'm a Navy SEAL. I'm a Navy SEAL, sir.
No one asked?
And now he's curious.
Are you really?
Yes, I am, sir.
Where did you go?
Retired 50 years.
Where'd you go to?
I went to Howson University, Kings Point, and then I went to Subic Bay.
A skeptical Judge Hurley decides to put Stewart to the test.
Wait, let me finish. Where did you go to SEAL training? There's only one place in the world you can go to SEAL training. Where's that?
Now on the spot, the self-proclaimed
What?
Navy
Please
SEAL
tell me, why would you
struggles
lie?
to come up with the answer.
Subic Bay.
No, you're wrong. That's not it.
Well, okay. Well, all right. Well, I did it for 50 years, so I knew everybody.
Okay, well, just tell me where you
I'm
went to
50 years.
Okay, I'll
All
give
right,
you a
well,
hint. It's Coronado, California, San Diego. That's the only place in the world you go to SEAL training.
All right, thank you. Very good weather there. I love it.
Stewart eventually
I love
pleads
how
no
he just rolls
contest
with
and
it.
is sentenced
Why
to
would you
210
lie about
days in
that?
jail,
Like, I don't
credit for
understand
time already
that.
served.
That don't make no
When
sense.
asked about Stewart's history, the Navy responded saying for security reasons they would neither confirm nor deny SEAL status. So
What?
Judge Hurley covers his bases just in case.
Good luck, sir. Thank you for your service.
Huh? How can they do that? What, huh?
Next, we're in
What the
Centerville,
hell?
Michigan for a
They're like, we
Zoom
don't know.
court
It
hearing.
could or it couldn't, huh?
Judge
Well, I'm gonna
Jeffrey
guess
Middleton
based on
has
his
many people
response
to
and
hear
his
from
struggling
today,
there that he's a fucking
including
liar.
Nathaniel Saxon, who's appearing on a drug paraphernalia
Oh,
charge.
shit.
2 weeks earlier, police found a syringe containing
Drugs.
methamphetamine residue in
Meth.
Saxon's truck during a traffic stop.
Damn.
Saxon's facing a possible 90 days in jail and a $500 fine. And he's not exactly getting off on the right foot with the judge.
Then we'll bring this fool in.
Oh, I've
From the
seen
moment
this.
Saxon logged
I
in,
don't think I've seen the context before. Yeah, his fucking camera is his like buttfucker 3000. Yeah.
the obscene
Yeah.
screen name.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
This is an official like court Zoom because it was during COVID. This is like an official court like Zoom court, and this motherfucker logs in with the fucking name buttfucker 3000. Bro.
Yeah, you. Yes.
Nathaniel Saxon, sir.
Your name's not Buttfucker 3000, you yo-ho.
You.
Log into my court with that.
He looks.
Is your screen name? What kind of idiot logs into court like that?
Jesus Christ.
Saxon looks confused and horrified.
What's your name again?
Look at how.
Nathaniel Saxon.
Fear. That's what that was to me. I'm not good at reading people. I have the tism, but like that to me was just like fear.
But I don't believe that I typed
That
anything
read-
like that in.
That read more as
Well, that's
fear
what
than
it
confusion
says.
to me.
Saxon quickly fixes his name, but not soon enough to avoid a reprimand from the judge.
I'll put you in the waiting room. You can sit in limbo for a while and think about what you call yourself online.
A few moments later, the judge lets Saxon back in, and it appears he's gotten to the bottom of the screen name mystery.
Your Honor.
Yes?
If I may explain, my sister was one that set up my Zoom account or whatever. That butt effer is my iPhone pairing name for my Bluetooth speaker, sir.
What the fuck?
It's an inside joke.
Nah, here's where I have to say this. I could see a judge getting actually upset about. That scene is like really disrespectful. Like again, this is like one of the. It's hard to take it, I think, seriously when you see it, especially now. But like during COVID, a lot of courts did Zoom, and it was just as official as regular court. So like, I don't know. The other stuff that I've seen so far, I feel like is like very light and lighthearted. This, yes, it's not hurting anyone, but like I can see how a judge would get upset about it because it is very disrespectful.
It's not what you think. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry.
Well, you should be. All right, we'll come back to you in a bit.
20 minutes later, Saxon pled guilty to possession of drug paraphernalia and agreed to pay a $200 fine. Judge Middleton told him he was lucky to have escaped the day's events without a contempt of court charge for that screen name.
Your name's not.
Part of me actually does wonder, though, not to that degree, but like how many people were logging into Zoom courts and stuff and had like nicknames or other names there as total total mistakes. Like I buy what he said is true. The fact that he was just kind of fucking around with something, another device, and it paired or some other weird bullshit happened because he didn't know what he was doing, and it was probably last minute because most of us are dumb and do things last minute like that. And unfortunately, in this case, very disrespectful to the court. But like, I do wonder how many cases during COVID had situations like this.
3,000, you yo-ho.
I love that he calls them a
Thanks
yo-ho.
for being a fan of Court Cam.
That's the end of this. If you guys are curious, this is literally just court cam. If you just search court cam, They disrespect my heritage when they make a mockery of my name, ass fucker McGee. What the fuck? No. Stop it. Hey, look, it's double me. Hey, look at me. Times more. Alright, let me... What do we got? That is the wrong one. Really? I don't normally seek out specifically courtroom stuff. There have been a couple of actual cases that I've watched where I've been very curious as to, like, courtroom shenanigans and antics. Man, if this doesn't stop, I'm gonna get anky. There you go. Court moment. Okay, so let's do the weirdest courtroom moments of all time.
I revoke bail. I revoke bail. No.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god! He escaped! He escaped confinement! He escaped! Oh, hey, let's do this one. I'll skip the ones that we've seen. Yes, you can already see the melons. What are you talking about? Wait, hold up.
With stealing a Dolphin jersey?
This ain't the one, young.
It looks like it looks like some of it we already seen.
Whoa, where are you going?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Man just walked out? Man just walked out? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't think that's allowed.
This is 42-year-old Shannon Fox Hamblin.
Can you take her for me, please? Motion is sustained.
Mr. Winchester, you've been fired now. No. Mr. Winchester,
what is
please.
it?
I want my family back. I've changed.
Who's facing allegations of violating her probation terms.
Bro,
so,
like
a bond
pixels.
revocation hearing is going on in Williamsburg, Kentucky to determine her fate. As if Hamblin's offense was not outrageous enough, her reaction in court was even more weird. At the podium, Hamblin informs Judge Paul Winchester that she is being represented by probably the most popular person in the world. We're talking about.
And who's representing you today?
I'm represented by Jesus Christ.
Now, Jesus...
I don't think Jesus does that in the courtroom officially. Huh? Bro, when people say... When there's, like, the stereotype that Americans are stupid, this fucking shit is immediately what comes to mind. Like, what the fuck? Our system is 1,800 different levels of fucked, like, from different angles. But, like, the one thing that's usually consistent when you're dealing with court stuff is if you cannot hire legal representation, the court system literally gives it to you. It might not be the best lawyer, but it's at least someone who knows something. This motherfucker's walking out here saying... Nah. Jesus got this. What? Like, did she think this was going to be a trump card? She was going to be that judge would be like, well, goddammit. We're going to have to let you walk out now. Shit. Holy shit. We didn't think about that. Like, what?
Jesus Christ might have been known for his wonderful acts of goodwill, but he's not a licensed member of the Kentucky State Bar. Therefore, the judge promptly suggests the services of the Public Defender's Office.
So I'm going to appoint Mr. Findale to represent you today.
I don't want Mr. Findale.
Well,
I have that right.
You don't get to choose. You don't get to choose.
Jesus is going to represent through me. I do not want legal counsel. I have the best counsel, Adam Howard, I've ever
Okay.
I hate this audio.
So what do you want to say?
I want to say that I have lived hard, loved hard, played hard, but I've been saved and applied the blood. I'm pardoned through Jesus Christ, okay? Okay, I have stumbled and I have failed.
Jesus Christ
many
is
times.
pardoned her.
Mercy's rained from that
So
bitch.
the court of law
Not because
cannot...
I deserved it, but because I'm sure somebody prayed. Okay, I wanted to taste salvation and play over here too. I was riding the fence between me and you. God gave me a choice, and it's life or death. I kid you not. Do I look like the person that stood before you in August? Do I? I'm humble. I'm in a walk of shame.
What the fuck?
Judge Winchester has heard
This
enough
bitch
and attempts to
crazy.
redirect the discussion to the
Like,
allegations.
again, if Lord Sky Daddy is your savior and, like, whatever, then, like, I'm not gonna judge you, but this shit is batshit, man. I'm sorry. For me, you could be religious and you could still be logical to a certain degree. This shit is dumb. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? I would love to ask most of these people, just the simple question of what did you think was going to happen? Like, what did you think the consequences of your actions would be? Because what? In what world would it just be like, oh shit, Jesus forgave you? Well, fuck. We must forgive you too. Like, that's not, That's not how that works.
It's against her.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Allegation is you failed to report to probation and parole.
Hamblin is accused of failing to report to her probation officer as required and also testing positive for methamphetamine in a drug test.
So Jesus was cool that you used meth.
On December 9th, 2016. She denies the allegations and argues that she is saved by the blood of Jesus.
Allegation is you failed to report to probation and parole.
Okay, sir. I have nothing in this world.
All I need is an answer.
No.
Did you go? Okay.
I went to probation, yes I did. But the next 2 times I didn't have no right.
Okay, let me ask you another question.
Yes.
On December the 9th, 2016, you were given a drug test and you were positive for methamphetamine. And that was confirmed by a lab.
Saved by blood.
Yes or no? Do you acknowledge that?
I acknowledge I'm
Like,
saved by
what the
blood.
fuck? What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? What? How is that a response? Saved by blood. Like, the fact that she said that and slammed the counter, like it actually was like this absolute trump card she just whipped out of her back pocket. What the fuck, man? The only thing I can think of is this is what happens when you do meth. This is what happens to your brain. This is what happens.
Officer is then called to testify, but Hamblin continues to interject her religious beliefs into the proceedings. The judge confirms the validity of her drug test results, but she remains steadfast in her convictions.
Well,
I don't use drugs, Your Honor. I do
understand
not
that.
use it.
You've already told me that. But back on December of 2016,
His paper says so, but I will not admit it. He said I could.
are you denying the allegations in this motion?
Yes.
Back in December, did she test positive for drug use?
He's not telling the whole truth, Your Honor.
Okay.
You
Hey,
expect
let
me
me
to,
tell
he
you
needs to
something. Now, you
too.
can ask him a question.
Okay, have
Can't
I not
preach
been in
to him.
contact with you on the phone, sir? When you called me and said the drug test came back methamphetamine, tell the truth, Sharon. What did I say?
I did not call you.
Brian Dees, you are a liar in the court of Winsburg. I promise
Okay,
you,
let me
Jesus
tell you
is
something. I
watching.
have to go by what the test
He
says.
is lying,
And
sir.
What
what
the
I'm
fuck?
telling you is, I have to go by what the lab says.
Can I make
Doesn't
one
have
mistake?
anything to do with what he said.
Between me and you,
Okay.
prison is to reform me, right? To make me a good person for
Well,
society. Is
that
that
and to
correct?
keep you from breaking the law.
Okay. Well, do you believe that the blood applied by Jesus Christ can do more reform for me than Pee Wee Valley? Do you believe it can happen in 1 day, 1 minute, or 1 hour?
Well-
Sir, I'm sentenced to death. I'm going to die.
As the argument
What the
escalates,
fuck?
the judge asks for her to
What
be
are you
removed from the
what is
courtroom.
this
and
bitch
bailiffs are
talking
called to
about?
escort her
I'm
out.
just, like,
However,
what?
she resists and is eventually removed
Are we
from
sure
the
she's
courtroom.
not on meth right now?
Take her for me, please. Motion is sustained.
Sir, no, I have the right to speak, okay?
You
No,
have
no,
the
my
right
life
to
is
much.
at I'm going to
You've
speak,
said too
please.
much.
No, I'm going to speak
Not
to this
now.
judge. No, I'm going to speak to you right now, Your Honor. My life is at stake. I'll die in
Come on.
prison.
Come on, yeah,
I have
come
been
on.
brain tumor. I won't go. I won't go. No. Get me.
You need to go. You don't
No,
want me
I'm
to do
not.
that to you, okay?
You understand? I
You
won't.
need to go.
Miss Winchester, please. I want my family back. I've changed. No, they take me to Jesus like he's in a hiding little house. I'm doing. Jesus,
What
he
the
said, "I'm
fuck?
gonna go, I'm leaving."
I think the funniest thing about court is when shit like that happens, you have you have like a bunch of people that's just sitting down calmly watching everything happen. Like,
But the situation doesn't end there. In the hallway, Hamblin reportedly kicks one of the bailiffs,
God
causing
damn.
injury, and continues to resist.
meth allows you to speak to the Lord. It's been established by many convicts. That's why it's been made illegal. It deprives the government lizards of their power to judge. It's sad because I can believe I'm sure there's people out there that actually believe that kind of shit.
Just
What the
arrest.
fuck?
As a
Oh my
result, she
God.
received new charges,
And
including
I was about to
contempt of
say, and all she's doing right now, other than making herself look like a complete idiot, is she is just racking on more charges, which potentially means more time behind bars, which is what the opposite of what she wants. This is why you used your public defender. This is why you shut the fuck up. You just let the person that is representing you do the talking. God damn it.
court, second-degree assault, resisting arrest,
Like, what the-
and second-degree disorderly conduct. In the end, her bond is revoked, and she's ultimately sentenced to
God.
8 years in a Kentucky prison for her
Like,
actions
I feel like
during
that
the
would
hearing.
have been
Can you
so
take
much.
her for me,
God
please?
damn.
Motion
I
is
feel like that would have
Miss
been way
Winchester,
less.
you
than
get
she
fired.
did.
I won't go, no. Miss Winchester, please. I want my family back. I've changed.
However weird Shannon Fox Hamblin's reaction to her sentence was, How does it compare to the strange actions by 35-year-old Daniel
I think
Nicholson?
that's weird and sad. Because there's a very human element of, like, this woman was doing drugs and she probably needed help. You know what I mean? Like...
during their sentencing in Adelaide, Australia.
It sucks because substance abuse is one of those things where unless the person abusing the substance recognizes what they were doing is wrong and recognizes it's not good for them and wants to change, nothing's going to happen. If she has convinced herself or is not willing to believe that she did meth, even though you have those papers that prove that she did meth, then there's nothing that's going to stop her from continuing. Because, yeah, it's just sad. That motherfucker gone. We saw this. Oh my god.
Nicholson is a father of 4 who's been out on bail while awaiting trial for weapons charges. The purpose of the hearing is to determine whether he should continue to be released on bail before his trial. If you thought Nicholson would have been remorseful for his crimes, you're wrong. Because during their hearing, things got even crazier. As the magistrate, Sue O'Connor, announces her ruling, Nicholson has some questions of his own.
I revoke bail. I revoke bail. No, you can stop.
What's going on about?
Before he can receive an answer from his attorney, Magistrate O'Connor interrupts the conversation. It's clear that the ruling doesn't go in Nicholson's favor, and he's about to be remanded into custody.
What's going on about?
Take a seat. Take a seat.
Miss, please, miss.
Please, miss. I'll tell you what please, miss
No, no,
is.
no.
In a moment of apparent desperation, Nicholson decides to take matters into his own hands.
Like, what did you think was gonna happen? You're in a building. I don't understand that. You're in a building full of people. Like,
The commotion inside the courtroom intensifies. As
for me, people running from, like, police encounters makes more sense than people trying to run from courtroom situations. You're literally surrounded by people. Whereas, like, especially if it's a one-on-one cop situation, it's dumb to run because you're going to be outnumbered and outgunned and you're just making more charges for yourself. But I can see the spur of the moment, in the moment, fuck this cop, I'm going to go.
officers attempt to subdue Nicholson and prevent his escape.
I feel bad for his loved one. I don't know if that's his wife or a family member or like I don't know, but like I feel bad for him because he's making a scene. And
Nicholson's
escape
attempt escalates into chaos as he tries to use physical force to break free from the grasp of officers trying to restrain him. Amidst the chaos, a woman makes an emotional plea on Nicholson's behalf, but the situation has passed that stage.
What the hell?
Eventually, a group of officers are able to overpower Nicholson and prevent him from reaching the exit.
Oh God!
Later on, Nicholson admits that he was under the influence of crystal meth during the escape attempt, and that he was simply
What the fuck? People be doing too much meth. I don't...
freaked out.
Bro.
He pleads guilty to attempting to escape custody and causing harm to emergency workers. For these actions, he is sentenced to 21 months in prison, with the possibility of parole after 1 year. In addition to this, Nicholson also pleaded guilty to the original weapons charge and was ordered to pay a $320
So I would
fine.
be confused. I would be curious as to what he would have gotten if he didn't attempt this. I mean, in most of these cases, I feel like I'd be curious as to how much extra time or penalties their acts in court add to their original shenanigans. Because I feel like it's just not worth it. I don't know. Bow your head, take your licks, fucking, you'll be out whenever.
However,
you know?
while it was clear that Daniel Nicholson wasn't happy to hear he was going to spend time behind bars, his reaction to the sentence was similar to the case of 18-year-old Brendan Wazinski.
What's up, man? Alright. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with
Yo,
you.
I think I've seen the actual fucking body cam footage. I don't know if we've seen it on stream, but he's one of those people who just impersonated a cop. Again, don't get why or how you do that, because what the fuck. But especially someone as young as him, because if I remember correctly, he was younger. So, like, unless you have something on your record that's horrible, I feel like you can still try to be a cop, like, officially, and get paid for it. But, like, this motherfucker just wanted to be a rent-a-cop, but pretend to be real. And I can't remember the entire situation. I think he pulled over someone. I think. He pulled over to someone. Another cop was driving by, saw the situation, and then came up and questioned things, and things were kind of weird. And while he was trying to figure that out, he detained Rent-A-Cop here. And while he was in custody, he actually did, like he just said, he actually did admit, hey, I'm not an actual cop. And then that led to charges because you're straight up admitting to / being caught trying to be a cop, telling someone that you're a cop when you are not a member of law enforcement. I don't think I've seen any court footage of him though. His clip
Who's
went
facing
kind
charges
of
of
viral
impersonating
online.
a cop at the George Layton Criminal Courthouse in Albuquerque, New Mexico. 6 months before the court proceedings, Wazinski had been driving an unmarked car with a police siren, pulled over a driver for speeding. Albuquerque police officer Danny Anzo arrived on the scene and noticed something odd about the situation, leading him to investigate further.
Yeah. The cop literally just pulled up like, this is weird. And then asked like 3 or 4 questions. And he was like, yeah, this is weird. I need to contact. He called, I think on his radio, he called like his superior to question the situation. And like he actually has answers for things. And he even uses some of the cop lingo, which is kind of funny.
This is all I got on me. Like I said, I'm under equipped. I was just heading over there to the courthouse.
To the courthouse for what?
To get my crap.
Anzo questioned Wazinski about his identity and equipment, noticing inconsistencies in his story. Wazinski claimed to be under-equipped and on his way to the courthouse. Anzo was still suspicious.
I know, it makes no sense. I caught him going 120 down I-40.
Officer Anzo, while waiting for a response regarding Wazinski's story, engaged in a casual conversation with him. During the conversation, Wazinski stuck to his story and maintained his role as a law enforcement officer.
And I'm not here to mess with you, man. It's just the thing is, yeah, he was speeding, dude. You could have called it in. And
I think at one point the cop literally asked how long have you been doing this, and the dude uses a term.
I understand.
He uses a term that's specifically for
really
rookie
bad.
cops.
This looks really bad. This screams whack.
Yeah, there you go. Whacker.
How long you been on?
About 3 years.
Okay. I've been on for like 13 years. Alright, so I'm not saying I'm perfect, but you need to be a little bit more careful, alright?
Seeing how weird the situation was, Officer Anzo requested a supervisor to come to the scene.
What the hell?
He then placed Wazinski in the back of his cruiser.
Do you have anything on you, man? Any weapons or anything? Okay. That's fine. Just have a seat, alright? Alright.
At this point, Wazinski came clean and admitted that he was not, in
I was
fact, a
surprised
police
he just
officer.
kind of like, because I've seen so many cases where people pretend to be cops. Usually, again, they're people in like their fucking, like they're much later in life. You can tell that they're like, I wanted to go and be a cop, and the years have passed, and I for whatever reason didn't, and it's just like that type of situation. But in all the cases or most of the cases I've seen that involve someone pretending to be a cop, they usually, up until the very fucking end, will be like, they'll deny everything and be like, yeah, no, I'm a cop. I was hired at this time. I, work at this station or work with these guys. Like, this motherfucker just immediately was just like, I'm not really a cop. He is the
He
Albuquerque
confessed to purchasing police equipment online, including a fake police
and that,
siren.
I thought, was what made it kind of funny and slightly different.
Yeah, give me one
because
second.
it's like, there's so many cases where even when the cops are looking them dead in the eye, like, we ran your ID, we've checked with these stations, and you are not a cop. They'll be like, no, I am. And it's like, no, you're not. This dude's just like, yeah, I was faking.
What's up, man?
Alright. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. I'm not a cop.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be.
Where'd you get that badge from?
I bought it offline.
Okay. Do me a favor, stay in here, okay, for a second.
Officer Anzo discussed the situation with a sergeant and, based on Wazinski's admission, charged him with impersonating an officer and took him to jail.
Okay, face the vehicle. At this point right now, you are being under arrest. Do you understand? Okay. So I need you to lean back a little bit. Thank you.
Can I please help my wife?
I'll give you, when we get to the substation, we'll give her a call, okay?
Now, In court, Wazinski pled no contest.
Man has a
The
whole
judge
life
sentenced him to 1 year of probation, including conditions such as not possessing firearms or handcuffs
surprised
and
he
undergoing
didn't
a
get more for
psychiatric
that, but I guess
evaluation.
the fact that he kind of showed regret and actually admitted to it is probably seen as a good thing.
Want any kind of reoffense on this kind of case? Does that make sense?
Yes, Your Honor.
However, Wazinski
What
violated
the
his
fuck?
probation by not completing the required
What the
psychiatric
fuck?
evaluation.
Try the best I can, Your Honor. I mean, I have honestly a lot going on right now, and it's
What the fuck?
stressful, but I will try my hardest to get it done.
Okay, so just to let you know, we all have a lot going on, and it is very stressful for everyone, but this is very important, and I'm not going to give you longer than that.
After discussing his situation, the judge granted him an extension of 2 weeks to fulfill this requirement.
damn, the judge is
Finally,
being really
Wazinski
lenient,
successfully completed the psychiatric evaluation, avoiding jail time.
What's up, man?
Alright. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. I'm not a cop.
Okay, face the vehicle.
No, what the hell?
At this point right now, you are being under arrest. Do you understand?
You are being under
However,
arrest. Is
let's
it being
compare the
placed
weird
under
actions
arrest?
of Brendan Wazinski to the strange actions of this man at the Wake County Courthouse, Raleigh, North Carolina. Before entering the courtroom, visitors, attorneys, and court employees are mandated to go through the main security checkpoint, as you can see. This man here has gone through security and is now picking up his personal belongings from the container at the security checkpoint. In a small mishap, he inadvertently drops his wallet while collecting his things.
Oh, well.
Unaware of this, he proceeds to the elevators.
Aw,
Later,
dropped his
when he
wallet.
attempts to pay a court research fee on a different floor, he realizes his wallet is missing. Inside the wallet was a substantial amount of cash, totaling $1,600.
what?
Thankfully, someone returns the wallet to another
shit.
security checkpoint within the building later that day. But this is where the story takes a different turn. The cash is no longer inside the wallet. Prepare for a twist that will make your jaw drop. The security
Someone
team
working
initiates an
at the
investigation to
fucking
trace the sequence of events.
courthouse
Moments
stole the
after
money?
the wallet drops,
Are
this
you
man
kidding
passes
me?
through the security checkpoint
That's
and
so
immediately
dumb.
notices the fat wallet.
You fucking
He keeps his
work,
cool,
and I don't
walks up to the
understand
area,
that. What,
and
you
picks
didn't
up
think
the
you were gonna
wallet
get
as
caught?
coolly as he can.
Oh, that's ass. Oh, that sucks. Man, people are assholes. Like, what the fuck?
Here, he heads toward the
And
elevator.
again, for me, this is kind of sad because it's like, no. For me, it's kind of sad because a lot of people at the courthouse that are coming in and bringing money, it's for, like, obviously important shit. Like, facing potential jail time or other things, like, really big life-altering things happening if you can't pay those fees. And that's just, I don't know. I think it takes a special kind of dark and twisted to be like, my money now. Like, what?
Seemingly
No.
inspecting the wallet's contents.
You're a fucking
This individual
asshole.
goes up to the 4th floor before returning to an elevator. The wallet, still in this folder, remains with him. Upon arriving on the 1st floor, he hands over the wallet to security, minus the cash. He claims to have found it in
What
a
the fuck?
bathroom. Security tracks him down and subsequently apprehends him within the courthouse.
Also, it kind of pisses me off that these types of workers have the audacity to not realize that everything is being fucking recorded. Like, what the fuck? You don't work at a fucking Burger King, dog. Like,
Premises. It's
They might
revealed
be
that the
shitty
man is
cameras,
Stephen
but you got
McElvary, a defense attorney and part of the court proceedings. He's convicted of misdemeanor larceny and faces disbarment. Eventually, he was fired, barred from practicing law in North Carolina, and ordered to repay the stolen $1,600 to its rightful owner.
wait, wrong
However,
one.
this
Give me
defense
1
attorney
second, I
wasn't
pressed
the
the wrong
first
button.
person to behave weirdly in court,
There you go.
like in the
That's
case
better.
of Joey Watts.
Yo, wait, where?
The defendant in a
Yo.
case involving charges of aggravated assault
There we go.
and
This is a
felony
little better.
possession of a firearm in Grant County
blocking
Courthouse,
chat,
in Sheridan,
though.
Arkansas.
This is so sad.
Watt is accused of threatening a woman with a shotgun at his
What
residence.
the fuck? You can't do
In the
that.
courthouse, the scene appears quite
You can't
casual.
do
There's
that.
no officer in sight, and Watts' attorney, along with some individuals, were chatting and possibly checking their smartphones. The jury is in the process of deliberating the
No,
charge
why?
related to the
Why?
possession of
Why?
the firearm.
Why?
However, there's a significant development.
Annoyed.
Watts has been found guilty on the assault charge, a verdict that likely means he's headed for prison. While the crimes committed by Watts are abhorrent, His courtroom conduct will leave you speechless. In an astonishing turn of events, Watts calmly walks out of the courthouse, as cool as can be.
It's fine. Wait, he just straight up walked out? Nah, it's fine.
With no bailiff in sight, he calmly exits the courtroom and enters a stairwell. As he makes his way down, he seems entirely unconcerned, with no one attempting to apprehend him.
I still can't. I'm sorry. I'm never going to get over the fact that Twitch literally had someone getting their cheeks clapped. And they were like, yeah, it's fine. You, huh?
As he reaches the ground floor, Watts gestures towards something or someone.
Like nothing's going. I don't think anything's gonna beat that for Twitch. I'm sorry.
Clearly unmoved by his actions, he saunters towards the main entrance, walking out of the courthouse without any interference. Outside, Watts picks up the pace and starts running, clearly enjoying his newfound freedom.
Bro, what? What the
While he might have initially thought he had succeeded, the story takes another twist. The courtroom's jury returns with a guilty verdict on the weapons charge. Watts' taste of freedom is short-lived. He's apprehended by the police the following day. However, the story gets more complicated when it's revealed that his escape wasn't a solo endeavor. 3 other individuals, including his brother Jesse Watts, seated here, are arrested for aiding his escape. His brother, Jesse Watts, is found guilty and receives a 6-year prison sentence. Joey Watts himself eventually returns to court, where he's sentenced to a combined 36 years in prison, 10 years for the assault charge, and 26 years for the weapons possession charge. Interestingly, no additional charges are brought against Joey Watts for his daring escape. He becomes eligible for parole in 2025. However, just when you thought you've seen it all, another convict surpasses Joey Watts' wild courtroom display. Enter attorney Michelle McDonald.
I can't believe it. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, what, huh?
Who's representing the mother in the child custody hearing case in Hastings, Minnesota. We're on the second day of the trial. Before the official proceedings start, McDonald approaches the court reporter, accusing her of inaccurately recording the previous day's testimony. She asserts that if the court reporter can't fulfill her role, she'll take over. She then takes out a phone and snaps a photo of the courtroom.
What the fuck?
This draws the attention of this courtroom deputy, who informs McDonald that photography is prohibited in the district courtroom and confiscates her camera. Despite some initial tension, the hearing eventually resumes.
That's usually like a common rule in courtrooms, is you can't like openly record stuff.
However, during the later recess, deputies approached McDonald and presented her with a contempt citation for violating the photography.
I think the way it works is you have to basically get approval from the judge ahead of time in order to do that. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what the deal is in most courtrooms in America.
Rule.
That's why you have
McDonald is escorted to a holding area for processing, but she refuses to cooperate or provide her personal information. As a result, she is taken into custody.
Damn, okay.
In an unusual turn, she's handcuffed to a wheelchair.
God
tactic
damn,
mainly reserved for violent offenders.
Yeah, what did
McDonald
she do?
is wheeled back to the courtroom, and despite her predicament, McDonald maintains a surprising level of composure. However, McDonald declines to engage with Judge David Knutson or present evidence for her client. At the end of the proceedings, McDonald promptly files a federal civil rights lawsuit against Judge Knutson and county personnel, alleging improper treatment during her courtroom appearance and subsequent 36-hour detainment. However, this legal action does not play out in McDonald's favor. Instead, she faces her own set of consequences. She's given a 60-day suspension and 2 years of probation for various reasons, including repeatedly speaking over Judge Knutson and taking unauthorized photos in the courtroom. This case got worse when the Minnesota Supreme Court took action by indefinitely suspending McDonald's law license. This decision stems from her false accusations against Judge Knutson, which were seen as undermining his integrity in the original case. However, McDonald isn't alone in their courtroom actions. Let's not forget the weird incident involving David Hall, who identifies as a sovereign citizen, a belief system that claims that specific laws do not apply to him.
Sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
They do that a lot too, where it's like, I'm not, because they're like, It's like I'm the living person, the living man, and then there's like the birth certificate isn't actually for the living man. It's like I don't understand the whole logic behind it. Even the rent-a-cops can't help but be bald as fuck. That's fucked up.
Hall. I'm not the person, sir.
Okay, when
I am
you
not
see the
the
person,
person.
David Hall, tell him he's not leaving jail either, all right?
Hall was charged with driving under the influence and driving with a suspended license and is in Broward County, where Judge John Hurley.
Let me pause it. What up?
Said Roger, we're Dr. Who. I didn't get to do the one thing I wanted to do today because you were out of eggs.
What do we want to do?
Cake pops.
Cake pops?
Everything else but fucking eggs.
Aw, you could have had Mom message me. I could have grabbed something at work.
They mentioned doing it.
Oh,
Apparently
sorry.
I thought your father was gonna do it.
Aw, that's sad. I have work tomorrow. If I'm reminded, I can always grab stuff. It's not a big deal. Can you take us downstairs? Dinner was good, by the way. These are on me.
Is presiding over his bond hearing. However, the real shocker came when Hall unleashed his madness in the courtroom. As Judge Hurley starts reading the charge, Hall interrupts.
Mr. Hall, DUI, expired driver's
Good morning, Judge. Sir, I haven't said for the court how I'm appearing today.
Hall just told the judge that he hasn't yet stated how he's appearing in court, but the judge informs Hall that he will address that shortly.
Today, sir.
I'm not asking you yet. Just give me a moment, all right? I need to look at your record.
However, Hall's strange legal approach continues, and he identifies himself as the agent and settler for David Hall.
Sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
It's weird as hell. I don't.
Okay.
You know, I don't.
Okay.
I don't,
Could you get Mr. Hall for me then, sir? Where is he?
I go by that name, sir. My name sounds exactly like the defendant's, and I'm here to settle that matter today.
The judge inquires whether Hall and David
Hall like they aren't the same person as their birth certificate, but they are. It's really weird. I don't get it. Again, to me, a lot of the first of all, a lot of the sovereign citizen stuff just sounds like they just don't want to follow the same laws as us just because. But like, secondly, it kind of gives me flat earther vibes. It's weird.
Hall are the same person, to which Hall responds that he's an individual, not a person, and differentiates himself from David Hall.
I'm not a person, I'm an individual. David Hall is a person, I am a private individual.
This exchange leads to some confusion, but the judge keeps his composure. Undeterred by Hall's legal maneuvering, Judge Hurley decides to set the bond while sarcastically acknowledging Hall's multiple self-identifications.
May I say something else for the record, sir?
Go ahead, sir.
I appear here today as the settler agent, not the person, but the individual.
We're watching court things.
And
Venom can't
I
be
don't
pissing.
think I should. You
What the
understand
hell?
the
So
difference
you're the
between a
settler,
person and an
you're the
individual.
agent, and you're the individual, but you're not the person. Is that correct?
Correct.
Got
Correct.
It. I'm going to write that down.
However, the judge notes that Hall's new charges are a violation of his original bond conditions. As a result, regardless of how Hall refers to himself, he won't be released from jail unless he can pay the bond amount.
Here's what we're going to do. The settler, the agent, the individual, and maybe even the person, David Hall, has been charged with DUI. So today, the court's going to set the settler, the agent, the individual's bond, and even the person's bond today, $10,000, because the settler, the agent, the individual, and the person has not stopped driving, even though the settler, the agent, the individual, and the person continues to drive without a driver's license.
May I post bond, sir?
Finally, it's Judge Hurley's turn to play games.
Well,
is there any other?
Are you asking me as the settler, the agent, the individual, or are you asking me as the person?
Sir, I'm asking as the individual appearing before you today, the opportunity.
Who are you speaking on behalf of right now?
Sir, I don't understand that question. I believe that you're trying to confuse me now. I'm not the person, sir.
Okay, when
I am
you
not
see the
person,
David Hall, tell him he's not leaving jail either, all right? Well, have a nice day.
In the end, despite Hall's creative approach to identity and law, his bond is set at $10,000, and he is not granted bail because he violated his existing bond conditions.
Did the sound alerts... Wait, I have an important question. Did the sound alerts play twice for you guys or just once? I need to know what's going on. Because if they played twice, then that means that it just means on the just chatting screen, if I have music playing, y'all aren't going to hear the alerts that you play. It's just not gonna happen. Because that means it's definitely tied to my audio in that way, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense. It makes sense in my head. That's what's important. It makes sense to me and how I'm looking at my layout, because you guys don't see all the weird technical bullshit when it comes to my streaming. How many times did you hear Venom talking about pissing? This is important. This is important too. Okay, then I was right. Okay, you're gonna see me without pants on. Give me a second. Okay, maybe you're not gonna see me without pants on. Let's go! Yeah, that's what it is. So basically, I need to remember to wait. I need to test it. You're definitely gonna see me without pants on. Oh, okay, maybe not. Why did it do it before? I'm very confused. I don't understand. I don't get it. Yo. Yo. Did you guys hear that then once? I was about to test it. I was about to not like that. You could not have pants on and it could be for other ways. Bro, my fucking default is boxers mode. That shit is comfortable as a bitch. If I'm at work, just assume that I'm in boxers and a hoodie. Especially during the summer. It played... Huh? What? Actually, let me look at this real quick. No, it played... Okay, so it played with a pause because Hypnotic played it 2 times. It's showing, at least on my end, that it was played 2 times. I just meant singularly when one of those was playing. Did you hear 2 overlap or did you hear just 1? In total, did you hear 4 Venoms talking about pissing 2 at a time, or did you just hear 2 1 at a time? You know, maths. You heard 1 Venom. Okay, wait. Testing this for science because I want to make sure. I want to make fucking sure. 4 Venom. I'm getting conflicting answers, and this is pissing me off. Here, I'm gonna play this sound effect. It's one of my favorite ones. God damn it. I'm gonna play a sound effect, and you guys need to tell me how much. Please.
Nut.
Did you hear 1 nut or multiple nuts? One? Okay. So I should be fine like that. Okay, then I don't know why. I don't understand. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell? You guys are the worst. I'm gonna have to go back in the VOD just to see what the fuck is going on here. Okay. I'm glad that nothing was answered. 1 hour and 39 minutes in. Let me make a note to myself to check the VOD. This is why I have trust issues. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, but then Hypnotic said 2. What the fuck? Guys. I'm going to commit violence. For right now, I'm just going to turn that down low. Hopefully that'll be a thing. You're probably going to see me without pants on now. Oh, no. Okay. It worked. No, that's not true. Zombie... Why is it last time when I clicked out, y'all saw me without pants on? Man, my computer hates me. No, stop bringing my fucking boy into this. Stop that. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Stop it! This is bullshit.
As the agent and settler for David Hall.
See, like, this is what I'm talking about when I like it. That I like it when judges play or go along with things. This is how I feel like you should treat most sovereign citizens in court. I'm sorry.
I'm not the person, sir.
Okay, when
I am
you
not
see the person,
person.
David Hall, tell him he's not leaving jail either, all right?
However, while David Hall's behavior raised eyebrows, it's nothing compared to the unusual actions of Calvin Lloyd Griffith.
Oh, hell yeah, he was busting it down. Oh, we saw that already.
Who was accused of breaking into a local school and stealing an employee's car. Griffith is charged with grand theft, burglary, trespassing, and violating his probation from a previous car theft. He is now at the Miami-Dade courthouse before Judge Catherine Puller, who's presiding over his bond hearing. While the magnitude of Griffith's crimes is concerning, his courtroom behavior will leave you in disbelief. As Judge Puller begins addressing the case, Griffith attempts to interject and provide information about his probation status.
I love the look on her face. I like the look on his face too. He knows what the fuck
this.
He's doing.
Yes,
like the look.
Very funny. But Judge Puller was
Yeah, we know. We're aware. I'm skipping. Okay, we've seen this one too. What the fuck? This is bullshit. Reuse content. What the fuck? Oh God. Okay. All right. What's going on here?
It pales in comparison to the unfathomable behavior of Derek Wright.
What the fuck?
Who's facing a speeding charge in a Louisville, Kentucky courtroom. At first, the atmosphere seems calm, but things take a turn when Judge Sarah Michael Nicholson notices something in Wright's paperwork.
Okay, it's working. Ow! That's right on the fucking chrome dome. Why are they talking about food? I'm confused.
Bacon makes everything better. Let's be real.
Oh, okay.
As he tries to leave, the judge stops him. It comes to light that Wright has an active warrant related to domestic violence,
shit.
something Wright disputes as a mistake.
Whoa, where are you going?
Huh?
No.
How about immediately they shut that down? No. Chili is pretty fucking busted. I'm actually like pretty full. Dinner was good. Meatball sub is good sometimes.
Sir, I need you to calm down.
We always verify. Yeah, man. It's dismissed. You're good.
I wish I could bring my heating pad upstairs, guys. Well, it's not mine. Technically, it's my mom's. It's the household heating pad.
This is something new to me because this is only.
I would really actually, what I wanted.
The true shock lies not in the crime itself, but in Wright's jaw-dropping behavior during the sentencing. After confirming the warrant's validity, deputies move in to take Wright into custody. He asks for a chance to call his mother.
Weird mix of food, but
Okay. Sir, you need to calm down.
If I could
okay?
pick 3 foods to live off,
They're gonna go ahead. They're gonna execute this. They'll let you take some time to call your mom.
Sushi of
Just stay
various
quiet.
types.
Don't say anything, okay?
While they try to lead him to a spot for the call, he resists, and a struggle ensues.
Oh God, he's trying. I'm just gonna scooch this way. What is she picking up?
The deputies manage to subdue Wright, but when he continues to resist, one of them uses a taser. Wright screams in response. Eventually, they get him under control and remove him from the scene. Thankfully, neither Wright nor the deputies sustain serious injuries, though one officer's glasses get broken. Following the incident, Wright is charged with third-degree assault, resisting arrest, criminal mischief, and disorderly conduct. He pleads guilty to the assault charge and receives a 3-year probation period. Other charges, including the initial speeding offense, are dropped.
Yeah, that man was going to run. You can't argue that he was going to his fucking... Stop. Absolutely.
However,
not,
while
bro.
Wright's behavior was
Look at that
shocking,
shit.
it's nothing compared to the utter mayhem caused by 25-year-old Jesse Rose, who once aspired to be a rugby league player, but is now in a courtroom in Wollongong, Western Australia, for a sentencing hearing. Rose had pleaded guilty to the charge of reckless wounding for an assault
No,
that was
stop.
captured on surveillance
He
video.
absolutely wasn't. Stop that right now. What the hell?
The incident occurred in a pub, where Rose and his friend were asked to leave by security due to Rose's drunken behavior. Instead of complying, Rose and a security guard became engaged in a physical altercation. The situation escalated when Rose threw a drinking glass at the guard, severely injuring him.
What the fuck? Y'all don't need to haul ass places. What
During the
fuck?
sentencing hearing, Rose's attorney argued against sending him to jail, claiming he had turned his life around by maintaining a steady job and living responsibly. However, Judge Andrew Hassler was firm in his decision, stating that the assault was too serious for lenient him to jail, claiming he had turned his life around by maintaining a steady job and living responsibly. However, Judge Andrew...
What the fuck is that? Why do you have that on your head? I'm sure it's like an actual official, like whatever, but what the fuck? What the fuck? Australia, what the hell are you doing? What's going on? I hate that. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad, dude.
Hassler was firm in his decision,
Oh,
stating that the
can't.
assault was too serious for leniency. Rose was sentenced to 14 months in prison. However, Rose's reaction to the
Damn.
sentence was far from subdued. In fact, he went crazy.
Oh, shit. Ooh, oh god. Is he really gonna fight? Oh god. Okay, yeah, he's gonna try. He's gonna try. Again, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen?
Thankfully, officers
You're
were
just
at
gonna
hand
add
to
more
stop
time
such
to your
craziness.
shit, bro. What the fuck happened? Oh my god.
As a
What is this
result of his
music
courtroom
playing in the
outburst,
background?
Rose faced additional charges of property.
Okay, I've like randomly seen it, but god damn it, it always throws me. I think it's the fact that the wigs themselves are horrible, but like the fact that it's usually just tossed on top of your current hair, like it's not put in like an actual wig is normally put on, so you can very obviously see the haircut underneath to a certain degree, and it's just weird as fuck. At that point, I'm like, why don't you wear a hat instead? I feel like that would make more sense than throwing an ugly ass wig, literally throwing, not actually putting it on correctly, on your head. Like, that don't make no goddamn sense to me. Maybe that's just me being stupid, ignorant American, but like that to me doesn't make sense. Why not make that a badge or a hat? Like, huh?
Damage and assaulting a law enforcement officer. These actions led to an additional 8 months being
Oh
added to
my
his original
God,
14-month
bro.
sentence.
Like, that was not worth it. That was so not worth it. That's so fucked up. I mean, it's good that he got... it sucks.
However,
'cause it's one of those things
as
where
we
it's
saw
like, I could
Rose's
see someone
discontent
getting
with his
angry,
sentence, it brings to
but,
mind
like,
the
you
strikingly
as a
similar
rational
response
or
of Travis
somewhat
Davis,
rational adult,
Brandon
you
Banks,
have to
Kelvin
stop
Grimmage,
that.
and
Like,
Keela
you can't
Richardson
be
during
doing
their
that.
sentencing hearing in Ocala,
What the
Florida.
hell?
This
I
group
think
of
it's
individuals
funny.
had been
Okay.
found guilty by a jury of killing Courtney London during a robbery home invasion that had taken place 2 years earlier. While the crimes committed by this gang were reprehensible, their conduct in court will make your blood run cold. At their sentencing hearing, there was a heightened level of security, with extra officers present due to the nature of the case. However, chaos erupts unexpectedly during the proceedings.
What I've indicated that I would like to do is to have the gentleman get hang on, Mr. Davis.
Let's blurt out. Why would you do that? Damn, someone's swinging. Damn, what the fuck?
Travis Davis appears to resist being handcuffed
not
by a
hugging.
court officer, leading to a struggle. Another officer quickly intervenes to assist. Kelvin Grimmage also resists attempts to handcuff him, adding to the confusion. The situation quickly escalates into a physical altercation involving the court officers and the defendants.
Hang on, Mr. Davis.
Why does it zoom in on the blur? What the
Amidst
fuck?
the chaos, Keela Richardson, who had already been handcuffed, is escorted away from the melee. Davis's lawyer, Daniel Hernandez, becomes involved in the scuffle and is apprehended by the officers. With the situation spiraling out of control, a court officer brings in a taser to regain order.
Tase him right now.
Reportedly,
Okay, I'm gonna
all
try
three
the
of the
electric
defendants
lemonade
involved in the
toast.
altercation are tased, including Brandon Banks, who doesn't actively join the physical struggle. After the court officers manage to regain control of the situation, Davis and Grimmage share some parting words before being taken into custody. In the end, all four defendants were convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life without the possibility of parole.
And it just kind of smells a little bit like lime. It's got like a slight lime smell. Alright, you about to definitely see me with no pants on, because I know for a fact you're going to show that. Yep. Well, I mean, technically... Oh, wait, no. I had pants back on. Never mind. I was in a different mode. Where the fuck is the other one? I call order to discord by frying your balls. That's the best way to fucking start court, bro. What the hell? This is the last
We're
one.
in Paris, Kentucky.
We started this.
Where 30-year-old Bass
What the
Webb
fuck
has
is
been
wrong with
charged
you?
with 2
Actually, don't
counts of
answer that. I
attempted
don't want
murder.
to know what made you the way you are, zombie.
This surveillance video taken
I'm
outside
fine
a
not
Kentucky
knowing.
jail a week earlier.
We already saw part of this. We saw this. We saw a man with tattoo on his head. Yes, we saw this. And then I think we also saw this man get very angry. Yeah, because he was cursing the judge out. But I think this is where it stopped. He was very angry. Yeah, this is where we stopped. We definitely didn't see that one, I think.
We're now in Washtenaw County Trial Court in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Your Honor, my client and I have reviewed the pre-sentence
Ooh, that's
report in this
funky.
matter. We don't find any
It
factual
tastes like...
errors.
This
Okay,
is
so this
17-year-old Dante
flavor
Ru-
of Ghost, to me at least, tastes like the orange creamsicle if you just swapped out the intense orange flavor for like a light lime flavor. I like it, but it's less lime than I anticipated considering it's called electric limeade. What the fuck? Which is funny because whenever we watch Game Grumps, Endo's like, "You're Aaron," and I hate that. Like, Endo has literally said, if we ever do face cam style videos, you will act just like Aaron does. Because of things, and it's like, you're fucking stupid. How dare you? He's like, you already kind of play video games like Aaron does, and I'm just like, I'm taking offense to that right now.
Right. Writes in court today to receive his sentence for the shooting
What
death
the
of high
fuck?
school student Jordan
Oh,
McLean.
God damn it.
He's pled guilty to
What
armed
the fuck?
robbery.
I will
conspiracy
say,
to
Aaron
commit
isn't
armed
too
robbery,
bad. It's
a
just,
felony
I don't know.
firearm violation,
I prefer
and
Dan.
second-degree murder. As part
Maybe
of the
it is
sentencing,
because I'm more like
a
an
family
Aaron.
member makes
I need a
victim
Dan
impact
in my life to
statement
kind
on
of
behalf of the
just
victim's
be there.
mother, who's
Witness
too
it.
overcome with emotion to speak.
I don't know.
That whatever it was you wanted so badly.
Maybe
that
we
you
both
felt
just
the
got a
need to
little bit of
murder
that
my son
tism, you know?
Was worth the next at least 52 years of your continued existence. You won't get the luxury of
has
raising
one
your
of-
child
wait,
because you
what?
took mine away.
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm glad I've never watched Game Grumps if has one of those communities then? What are you referencing? I'm lost. I'm lost and confused. I'm lost
Wright's
and
demeanor
confused
during
and
this
scared.
statement is
Oh,
not what
yeah.
you might expect.
You have like a weird segment of the fan base that's like pro one over the other. Honestly, I think the biggest part of what makes Game Grumps and gives it the charm and had that draw is how Aaron and Dan react and interact with each other. I think if it was just Dan or just Aaron, it wouldn't work nearly as well, or would have worked for. That's not right. That's biased, zombie. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't, I don't know. I don't think it would be as popular now. I think they definitely would still have a following, but I don't think it would be as fucking active and popular. I know. I know. I know. And then the family was watching. What the fuck? No, Game Grumps is fun. What are you talking about? I always love the vibe of Game Grumps because it really just gives the vibe of two people fucking around, you know? Literally just camera happens to be on, they fucking around, you know? I like those kind of chill vibes. I enjoy that. Yeah. Like bros do. It's funny because Endo and Moon and I were watching Game Grumps downstairs, and I was kind of zoned out, so I wasn't really fully tuned into what was happening. But my mom was also just kind of chilling on the couch, and I can't remember what started the conversation, but my mom was like, Aaron's the one with autism, right? Or something along those lines. And I was just like, I hate that because they both definitely are on the spectrum a little bit. Like, what the fuck? What the hell? Talking about! You miss talking about! Boy, if you don't... Boy.
You also created an empty cell that I live in every day. While you can still
That's
hope
not
to be
audio loud
released
enough.
one day, I'll never
Turn
escape
it
my
up.
help. You are still alive.
He is smiling. This is bullshit.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're done.
Yeah, he is an asshole.
Wright and his attorney approached the podium.
Kind of quiet.
Your Honor, my client wants to address the court.
It sucks because I feel like courtroom mics, it's either really loud or really quiet. There's really no in between.
I just want to tell y'all, I'll be home soon. R.I.P. Keon. I love my family.
That's all you
What
got
the
to
fuck?
say.
That would be your time to
opportunity
apologize.
could have
What
been
the fuck?
used to show remorse to
Yeah,
the
I'd be
court
like,
for
I'm
his
sorry
actions.
I did that.
It wasn't.
You know, I have
Boy, he's stupid as
never
fuck,
in
boy. He wants more
23
prison
years
time, boy.
approximately ever not accepted a sentence agreement between the parties because it's bargained for, sentenced by the parties.
That's
but
weird.
watching you sit there,
Okay, so electric lemon's
smile,
definitely not my favorite
laugh,
flavor,
and
but I
shake
can
your
see
head like
myself
this was
liking
no
it with
big deal.
specific types of food.
I'm very tempted to just say I'm not going to accept this sentence agreement. We'll go to trial, and if you're convicted of felony murder, you'll go to prison for the rest of your life. That means you'll die there. That's what I'm tempted to do.
The judge does have
Look
the
at his
authority
public
to
defender
reject
just
the
sitting
plea
there
deal.
like,
Mr.
yeah,
Dollar, do you
well,
want
he
me to
fucking
accept
did
the
that. He
sentence
fucking
agreement?
said what he just said.
I answer the
I
court's
can't
question. I
believe
would
it.
like an opportunity to discuss it with the victim's family.
Okay.
If the court would pass it, I would appreciate
I'd be
it.
happy to do that. We'll pass this matter.
It's now up to the prosecution to
shit.
decide whether or not to dismiss the agreement and pursue a trial.
I have had a very lengthy discussion with the victim's mother as well as his grandparents and some family members. They understand that obviously this is the defendant who brutally murdered their son by shooting him in the back of the head. He's shown absolutely no remorse. However, the Glee family does want to move on with this. They want to get some closure from this case. And they want
That's
to try and
sad, though.
forgive this defendant, even though all of his actions
That's
for what he did.
damn.
And they are asking,
They're-
as well as the people,
I
that
don't
you
know,
proceed
man.
with the sentence.
Okay.
Wright has another opportunity to address the
'Cause
court.
I think the camera they
this
keep
time
turning
through
back
his
to is
attorney.
one of the media cameras.
Your Honor, my client
The
asked me to
shitted camera is the
apologize
court
to the
camera.
court.
The
His
other
smiling
camera,
was in no way
this
meant as
one is
disrespectful either
from a
to the
news crew, I
family,
think.
to the victim, or to this court. My client is 17.
I can understand the family wanting to basically let things lie and like he gets punished and you don't have to, there's no more waiting, there's no more anticipation, there's no more stress from that. You can kind of move on and grieve. But at the same time, I think I would be a bitter bitch if something like that happened to a loved one because fuck you. You think you're going to be pulling that kind of disrespect on me and my family? Fuck that. Look like a stupid bitch in court. Suffer. Like, am I a bad person for thinking that? Especially if it was my son.
frankly,
If
was
it was
scared.
my brother.
And
Like, no,
some people
suffer.
display
Absolutely
fear by
fucking
smiling.
suffer.
He really meant no disrespect. He does take this very seriously, and I think he does feel
Exit
bad
out.
about it.
The judge
Fucking
accepts the
exit out that
sentencing
situation,
agreement,
bro.
which puts him behind bars for 25 to 50 years.
Damn! That's a decent amount of time. Well, he didn't kill someone. Actually,
Next,
no,
we're in
now that I
Bakersfield,
think about it,
California, for
he
the
killed
arraignment of
someone.
Tobias Roman.
25 years? Damn, that's actually kind of light. I don't know. I always believe in, to a certain degree, the whole eye for an eye thing when you're dealing with something as heavy and severe as murder. You know what I mean? He's only going to be an adult in a few days. Clearly, his brain is underdeveloped at this moment in which he is 17. He's innocent. Yeah. Still, 25. See, I don't know. Again, like, when it comes to sentences, when you're dealing with murder, I feel like you have to do, it has to be at least between 50 years to a life sentence. Because in my thing, it's the whole an eye for an eye. You killed someone. You fucking killed someone. Like, you literally snuffed out someone else's existence just because you wanted to, just because you were angry, whatever your reasoning may be. So the fact that there are people that do get off with like 25 or less than 25 years for killing someone is just like, oh, that blows my mind. I feel so bad for the families. Yeah, he do got that going on.
The 27-year-old was charged with
He's not
multiple
able to get
crimes,
new
including
glasses,
attempted
'cause it
robbery,
looks like there's just shit
threatening with
wadded
attempt to
in between the
terrorize,
glasses.
and exhibiting a deadly weapon for allegedly stalking a female employee at a shopping mall.
What the fuck? You're doing your job at a fucking mall, which is already miserable, let's be real here. Like, what?
And now his initial
He
hearing
got
is
boo-boo
off
on
to a
his
rocky
foot.
start.
He got boo-boo on his foot. Man, fuck you. You were stalking someone. What is going on with your pants? What was that situation? Do you purposefully have them down that fucking low? What the fuck? got the rubber band holding. That's like fucking 12 rubber bands, bro. That ain't one rubber band. Actually, I can hear you sitting down. Like, no, I need to see that again. Like, what the fuck was that? What's going on? He needs to pull his drawers up. What the fuck? What is this shit?
I can't stand up right now. Am I right here?
And now his initial hearing is off to a rocky start.
Stand up, Roman.
That's a thick ass rubber band. Like, what is going on there? You can see your whole man's entire boxers are hanging out. What you doing?
Once on his feet, the judge then asks a standard procedural question.
I don't know.
Roman, what is
I
the
don't
true
use rubber
correct
bands
name?
often, but when I do, they're
Tobias, my
usually
first name.
thinner.
That's
So.
it. Giggles or Tobias. That's it. Don't call me
He
that
just said
now.
giggles.
Giggles may be
He
his...
did. He just said giggles. He is gonna be someone's bitch in prison. Oh my god. Giggles is gonna be the prison bitch. At least he got that confidence, bro.
Street name. There's nothing funny about
What
the...
kind of street name is Giggles? What kind of streets are you running? Your fucking nickname is Giggles. Hold Bro.
crimes he's accused of committing.
This time I will appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Roman. The charges,
What the
Mr.
fuck?
Roman,
Not
attempted
Walmart fucking ass looking Joker. What the hell? I don't pan over that. No one needs to say, like, what is going on? Like, what the fuck is this shit? What the hell? What the hell?
It's all right. Hey, Mr. Roman, you need to be quiet.
Yeah, you need to be quiet.
Oh yeah, he gonna be
After being
someone's
interrupted
bitch.
and then
He is
told to
absolutely
be
gonna
quiet,
be someone's bitch, dude.
Judge Charles Bremer gives the defendant a
He
final warning.
thinks he's hot shit. He
You
is
got
not.
one more chance, and then you're going to be removed from the courtroom. That'll be your choice.
For a second, it appears Giggles might quiet down, but his
I feel like he's
silence
not
is
going to, though.
short-lived.
You need to leave.
But as he's being led out of the courtroom, Roman gets in the last word.
You can get extra charges for that. So in most courtroom settings, I think if you actually do threaten a judge and it's taken as a serious threat, that's actually another charge. Like, I'm pretty sure in most states that's an actual thing. It's kind of like if you threaten a cop while you're in their custody or a cop's family in most states, that can actually be a charge as well.
The judge heard that comment loud and clear.
I'd like to note for the record, Mr. Roman's statement on the record that he will murder me if he sees me, and I'm going to request law enforcement to take the appropriate action.
Tobias Roman later pled no contest to the charge of threatening a public official and was sentenced to 8 months in prison.
Giggles. Fucking giggles. I can't.
Of his original charges, all were dismissed.
Although, in
except
all
for
real talk, in all realness, the fact that this man was stalking a woman is terrifying. Imagine this motherfucker being a creeper. Like, imagine him following you. That's... It's weird, man. I don't get it, but it's weird as fuck.
threatening with intent to terrorize.
That would scare me.
He pled no
if I turn
contest and was
around and
sentenced
this
to
man
3
was
years in
following me
prison.
and it became a regular thing, I'd be like, what the fuck?
We're at the Jefferson District Court in Louisville, Kentucky, for a bond hearing involving defendant
Nice.
Bryce Rhodes.
Nice.
Rhodes has already been indicted on multiple charges, including the murders of 3 people, 2 of them teenage boys.
Aww.
Since his arrest, Rhodes' behavior has been unpredictable and at times violent. As a result, he's wheeled in wearing restraints and a spit mask.
Damn,
Mr.
they got
Rhodes,
him
you
in
can
the
just- you can
full
just bring him up
fucking
right here.
fit, bro.
Why y'all have me come out like this for? I think you know why.
What?
You know exactly why. Now, listen, stop talking. You
Stop talking.
Have been.
That's just a staple of prison, it seems. If you're in there for more than a couple of years, you're gonna get some shit
You've been
ass
charged with
tattoos.
assault in the 4th degree. I'm gonna keep talking because I don't want to have to see you back here for this.
What you think can't find out where you live at? What you think at? I don't about none of that. I ain't do
How about the court already
You're
knew
gonna
what they
find
were
out
in
where
for? The
I'm-
judge already knew what she was in for.
Okay. You've been charged with assault in the 4th degree, minor injury, terroristic threatening in the 3rd degree, and harassment with physical contact. There are new charges. I'm entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Would you like me to read the arrest warrant to you?
No, I'm not guilty.
I am setting a bond of $15,000 full cash on that on those charges,
Damn.
and the other
very
case,
valid,
once
but-
this actually gets served on
God.
you, is going to be dismissed without prejudice as duplicate. Do you have any questions? Would you like appointment of a public defender?
Not guilty.
I just said that.
Not guilty.
I just said that.
I'll be out.
Okay,
All
I
right.
just said that.
All right.
And
Take
would
me
you
back
like
to
an
my cell.
attorney?
Take me back to my cell.
I'm not taking you anywhere. They can take you back, but
All
would
right.
you like an attorney?
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna appoint the public defender's office.
Rhodes is wheeled out of court and back into custody. The judge waits to address the prosecutor.
Ms. Shoring, that was a threat against the court. I think that I'm asking the county attorney's office to take that into account and consider what to do with that.
As a result of this incident, Rhodes is hit with a new charge of terroristic threatening in the 3rd
Man
degree
just does not learn
and
or does
intimidating
not
a
care, bro.
participant in the legal process.
He just
Case is
continually does
ongoing.
the same bullshit. Actual.
We take you
broken
inside
record.
the Jackson County Courthouse.
Ooh, I think
and the
we've seen
sentencing
this
of
one. I don't know if
31-year-old
we've seen it
Camilla
on stream,
Gammett.
but I think I've seen this in like for real.
She was convicted
For
of
real,
first-degree murder in the brutal killing of her boyfriend, Marcel Hill. According to the evidence presented at trial, Gammett used a frying pan, a floor lamp, and
Yeah,
a
it
large
was, like,
knife, which she used to stab Hill a dozen
Yeah, because I think she claimed self-defense or accidental. Yeah.
times. Gammett
But the
claimed
judge was just like, "There's no goddamn way that was accidental or in self-defense. That was overkill."
self-defense,
Yeah,
saying she believed Hill was an intruder.
There you go.
When the verdict came back guilty,
It doesn't make any type of
Gammett
sense for her
sticks
case,
to her
though.
story.
Like she's an idiot.
Though local news only caught a handful of moments, courtroom cameras captured every minute.
Is there anything that you
As
want
they
to tell the
should.
court before I impose sentence? Is there anything
That's
you want
what
to tell the
courtroom
victim's
cameras are
family
for?
sure are here today?
I just want to say that I stick by the truth, which is that I did.
I don't
react
think
in
we saw
self-defense.
any of the early
I
good
did love
courtroom stuff for her
Marcel,
case, though.
and basically at trial, the way I was portrayed, everything,
maybe not. I think we
mostly
saw the
everything
same
was lies. There was a little bit of truth, but mostly I was convicted off of lies, and I do plan to appeal it, and that's all I have to say.
Judge John McBain did not agree.
I have to say.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause the judge is about to lay into
anything
it.
you want to tell the court about the 12 stab wounds that you did in self-defense?
12.
The alleged
How the fuck you
12
self-defense
stab wounds?
12
I
stab
don't
wounds?
think the pathologist lied about those.
No, I don't have anything further to say.
Before Gammett's sentencing, the victim's aunt, Diana Banks Joyner, addressed both Gammett and the court.
You did leave a big hole in our hearts and a void that will never be filled. You took the life of our sister's only child. You took a bloodline out of
You
our
go down
family.
the aisle.
And we hope
Another
that each
11
and every
times.
day
No.
that you remember
Bro,
the
what the
cries of
fuck?
help that he screamed as you plunged that knife in and out of his body.
The defendant appeared to be unmoved by anything Miss Banks had to say.
So we, the family of Marcel, would like to thank God for the special gift that you will receive today from the judge.
Is that it?
When I finish, I'll let you know.
Oh, okay. Seriously?
You talk again, I'll have my court officer put a piece of duct tape in your mouth. You understand it? Try it one more time and see what happens to your mouth.
Yeah, this judge wasn't playing, which
You
is
got something else
honestly
to say?
fair from what I know about
Even with the
case.
threat of duct
Like,
tape,
her fucking
Gammett
defense
continues.
is bullshit.
I'm done.
Like,
Miss
there's
Sullivan,
no
get-
goddamn
get-
way.
get
There's
some
no
duct
goddamn
tape.
way. It's not just that though. He was stabbed. He was stabbed 12 times, and he was also like beaten to a certain degree with a frying pan and a lamp on the scene. So like, that's so beyond self-defense. If it was like a singular stab wound and like a little bit of blunt force trauma, then I could see them running with self-defense and being like, okay, but bro, bro.
I'll sit here and listen to the lies.
You know what? She's got a right to talk to the court after you
And she
murdered
can talk.
a relative of hers. And you're gonna shut your mouth or I'm gonna have some duct tape put on it.
Well, he attacked
All
me.
right. We'll wait here for a moment till we can get her quiet.
While the judge waits for duct tape to arrive, he allows Banks to continue.
Remember Marcel and the love you had for him as we ask God to teach us to learn to forgive you because there is no love. Amen.
And then the prosecutor rips into Gamet.
You know, quite frankly, I have no idea how she just did that with the composure that she did. I thank God also that jury made the only right decision. And that is that today we have no choice but to send her where she will also die.
But before it was all over, it was Judge McBain who had the last word.
This is one of the worst.
The end of court. Here's what I have to say.
murders.
I think the very end of like court trials are sometimes the most interesting because the judge is supposed to basically sit there and take in everything, right? Like their whole thing is to keep the peace and to keep the order of things and to take in all the information. And then at the end is the interesting bit for them because usually you get to hear, and it could be anywhere between a couple sentences to an entire fucking dialogue, like paragraphs of the judge talking about how they feel with what they've seen given the details of the case and how people have behaved throughout the trial. So I find some of the most interesting parts of court cases actually happen at the very end where the judge can say their piece. Because sometimes it's interesting to see how they look at the situation after everything that's happened during the court case.
I've seen in a long time.
And there are some kick-ass
You end up
judges.
ultimately
Like,
hidden in the
there are
head
so many issues with our
hard
criminal
a
justice
pan
system.
that you actually cave in the front of his skull, and then you stabbed him no less than 12 times. You gutted him like a fish in that apartment, too. You were relentless. You stabbed, you stabbed, you stabbed, you stabbed, you stabbed until he was dead. I agree with the family. I hope you die in prison as well. You know, if this was a death penalty state, you'd be getting the chair.
Judge McBain sentenced Gamet to life in prison without the chance of parole.
Hell yeah, bro.
Next, we're in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, for the arraignment of Isaiah Gardenhire.
Hey, it's another Zoom court
The
meeting.
40-year-old was arrested after reportedly going on a 2-day crime
Police to
spree
neighborhood,
that forced a
keep your
community
doors
into
locked.
lockdown.
Ooh, what? That's terrifying.
Gardenhire reportedly sexually assaulted his girlfriend in her home, then
Oh.
killed her 13-year-old daughter before
Oh
fleeing
my
to a nearby
God.
apartment complex.
What the
There,
fuck?
he allegedly took a man and woman hostage, sexually assaulted the female,
What
robbed
the
them,
fuck?
then stole their car.
What the hell?
Gardenhire would eventually turn himself into police.
What the fuck is going on
But
in
now,
Michigan,
as Judge
man?
Sarah Spencer Noggle reads the long list of charges against him,
Count 1, homicide, open murder, statutory short form. Count 2, criminal sexual conduct, first degree, weapon use.
he appears to nod off.
DNA to be taken upon arrest. A consecutive sentence may be imposed under statute if the assault is a place of confinement. Count 6 is unlawful imprisonment.
Moments later, another audible yawn distracts from the hearing.
You kind of do.
DNA to be taken upon arrest.
Yeah, that
Court may
scene
impose
is
consecutive sentence under statute.
that scene is super disrespectful. Like,
That
you
is
can
also
yawn,
a
but you don't make a
offense.
show of it. You don't make noises.
But the judge stays on track and asks prosecuting attorney David Barbary to weigh in on Gardenhire's bond conditions.
Looking at Mr. Gardenhire's criminal history is pretty significant. His criminal history consists of violent offenses, weapons offenses, failures to appear in court.
The prosecutor also mentions that Gardenhire was actually out on bond for a separate criminal sexual misconduct case in another county when he went on the alleged
That's so
2-day
fucking
crime
sad,
spree.
man.
In
So
this
he was already
case,
on the police's radar to
due
a
the
certain
fact
degree
that
for certain
Mr.
types of crimes,
Gardenhire
but
is
he's
both
go figure,
charged
he
with
still
murder
did it and it
and the fact
escalated
that
to
he
the
was
point of
on
murder.
bond at the time
It's
of
crazy how that tends to
allegations
happen.
occurred.
It's absolutely insane.
Murder because she's the one who did it.
With the prosecutor mid-sentence, Gardenhire interrupts, claiming that his girlfriend should be charged with the murder of her daughter, not him.
Charge her with murder because she's the one who did it.
Isaiah.
Everything else, no.
All right, Mr. Gardenhire, this is your warning. The court will mute your microphone if you speak out of turn again.
Your Honor, we would request that Mr. Gardenhire be held without bond, or in the alternative, that bond be set as $2 million cash surety.
Damn. I guess
thank you,
here's
Miss-
what I have to say. I think that's pretty fair, though. If he already has a somewhat violent criminal record or past, and then he literally murdered a 13-year-old, assaulted multiple females, and stole someone's car, like, I feel like at that point, yeah, you don't really have the rights to your freedom until the entire, like, court process has happened.
Mr. Barbary, Mr. Gardenhire, I'm going to ask that you behave in a... All right. I'm asking you to behave in a manner that is appropriate for a court proceeding, particularly given the fact that right now I'm considering whether or not to allow your release on bond. If I have any more acting out, sir, we're going to turn off your audio and your video. Go ahead and mute his audio and video. Thank you.
After further discussing his bond conditions, Gardenhire is brought back into the conversation, seemingly
I don't know.
even
This is one of
less
those cases
interested.
where I feel like even if he, like, he's just slapping on mild charges at this point. But I feel like even if he didn't act disrespectful because of the level of, like, what he did and how he did it, and the fact that he has a criminal past, that they would still throw the book at him pretty, like, it would still be pretty hefty. I don't think he would be, have the option to be free. I feel like the bond would be very fucking expensive and not realistic for his situation.
Than before.
All right, the court has considered the factors found in MCR 6.106 and finds that bond in the amount of $3 million, cash or surety, is appropriate.
This time, the defendant flips the judge the bird, first with one hand, then follows it up with a hearing-ending two-hander.
All right, go ahead and turn his video off, please.
The hearing was ultimately cut short
honestly,
due to Gardenhire's
yeah, I don't
behavior.
think it really matters. But I feel like he could have been as remorseful and upset, whatever,
Isaiah
as possible.
Gardenhire is
It's
being
like,
held on $3 million bond for 12 criminal charges,
What the hell?
including home invasion, first-degree criminal sexual misconduct, and murder.
Bro.
Austin Boone.
Next, we're in Louisville, Kentucky, where 20-year-old
Louisville.
Austin Boone is appearing on charges of
Louisville.
speeding and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Oh shit. What
Boone's
the
been
hell?
prepped by his attorney. But when Judge Stephanie Pierce Burke hits him with a tough question,
How do you plead to the speeding 22 over and a possession of drug paraphernalia on January 23rd?
he crumbles under the pressure.
For and she told me, he's like, guilty or not guilty.
Oh my god.
Well, if you
Bruh.
plead guilty, then I can give you the plea agreement that you made.
Yeah, that, whatever the agreement was.
Okay, the agreement was to plead guilty and get a $44 fine plus traffic school plus a $100 fine on the drug paraphernalia. You would pay that today and then go to traffic school so that you would not get the
So-
6 points on your license.
So he wouldn't actually get time or anything for getting caught with that. I'm assuming because it's probably a first offense. That's actually not bad at all. So you're just paying fines, which sucks, but I mean, whatever. On that, I could be gaming myself. Like, it sounds annoying, but if you're caught doing fucking bad shit, I mean, the alternative is jail, so I feel like that's not too bad. That very much is a slap on the wrist. Pay some fines, go and do this thing, and then you're good.
Is that what you understood? Okay.
Like, yeah, I feel like
Despite
that's
his
fair.
initial confusion, it looks like Boone will be on his way after accepting the conditions of his plea agreement. But as the judge finalizes the details,
So you pay $178 today.
a bailiff notices a problem with Boone's courtroom attire.
Pull your pants up.
178.
Just how does it go?
Not liking his response, the bailiff brings Boone's sagging pants to
Oh,
Judge
Jesus.
Burke's attention.
Why is it that you need to pull his pants up?
Yeah. Your pants need to be up when you're in a courtroom.
They are up.
They're
not. Oh,
Sir, up.
They're up. What?
He's got a belt on, Judge, and they hang around his...
They're up. I don't
Okay,
understand what the
that's
problem
inappropriate.
is.
They need to be around your waist,
I'm
not
just here to
below
pay
your
the
bottom.
Pull your pants up. You've been disrespectful.
Not below your bottom.
I mean,
Oh, what the
I
fuck?
see my basketball shorts.
I get that
It's not even my boxers.
While some people in the
I understand that there's like specific decorum for the court. This I see is maybe it's I grew up in the ghetto. I see it less of an issue with this. Yes, you shouldn't have like your balls on display in the courtroom or your full ass, but like I don't know. Maybe I'm desensitized to it. Most of my fucking neighbors have that fucking fit where like half of their ass is hanging out, but you just see boxers. I've had a couple of instances in my neighborhood where I've actually seen motherfuckers with like, you could see the entire front of their goddamn boxers, and I'm like, at that point, the pants are a hindrance. Like, it doesn't fucking help. You know what I mean? I feel like you're walking a really weird line where you're balancing, like, having your pants on and, like, them falling off. What the fuck? What the fuck? I actually don't really care too much. It's not really my cup of tea, but like I'm not gonna shit on someone who has that going on because again, I feel like it's because I grew up here and I see it on the daily. I mean, I have one of my managers has that style where their pants are like half down in the back and they have like styled boxers on. It's someone who is a female too, which is interesting. I kind of like the style on women. I kind of like how it looks. But, like, I can see them getting upset in a courtroom, but at the same time, is it really worth screaming over? I don't know. This is very much less of a situation than the last bunch of cases that we've seen. I don't see why this is as much of a big deal as they're making it out to be.
Courtroom find the sagging pants crackdown amusing. Judge Burke does not.
Do you understand that you're in a court?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you do what the judge says, and that is pull your pants up around your waist.
What do you want me to do?
Pull your pants up. If you have to tighten your belt, you're going to be an adult when you come to court. Do you understand?
Yes, but right now I'm trying to leave court.
You're going to stay a lot longer than you'd like if you don't pull your pants up.
Ma'am, they hurt up. What do you want from me? They're up.
Have a seat.
Have a seat at your box.
Have a seat. Because I said so.
Austin Boone might be laughing.
I don't think it helps that, like, because of how shitty the camera is, I can't even judge, like, how low his pants are. They are obviously sagging, but, like, to the extent and degree, I have no idea. So, like, that probably doesn't help my judgment in this as well, because it's just, like, I don't know, man. If his fucking balls aren't out, again, I don't see what the big deal is.
Now, but when he's called back in front of Judge Burke 15 minutes later, she reminds him who wears the pants in the courtroom.
I instructed you to pull your pants up on a number of occasions and gave you the opportunity to do that. Instead, you wanted to argue about it and act a fool. When I put you in that box, that was to give you a few moments so that I could discuss that with you privately at the end of this docket.
But rather than using his time in the jury box to pull up his big boy pants, Boone took them off instead.
What the fuck?
He now appears just wearing the athletic shorts that were underneath.
He is so dumb.
By removing
Bro,
your
just fucking pull your pants up at that point. What the fuck?
It was extremely poor judgment. Okay, I'm holding you in contempt.
Damn.
I'm going to sentence you to 7 days to serve for direct contempt of court.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Why?
Yeah, I don't think it's worth
Because
that.
you don't know how to act.
Again, maybe I'm biased because of where I grew up and what I'm around daily, but
As bailiffs take Boone into custody,
I don't see it as a
he
big
voices
deal.
a major
His
concern.
entire ass isn't out, and if his balls aren't out.
Gucci down on there. I don't care what you got.
You'll get your property.
Austin Boone ultimately served 2 days in jail
Oh,
for the
okay, so
contempt
we
of
didn't
court
even
charge.
get the full 7 days.
As for his
All right.
original charges of speeding and
I
possession
still
of
think
drug
it's a little bit of an
paraphernalia, the
overreaction,
judge
but,
honored his plea agreement, ordering him to attend traffic school and pay $178 in fines.
But what about my pants, though?
The original charges, like I said, I think that was fair. It was
Milton
very
Watts?
much a slap on the wrist.
Next, we're in Berea Municipal Court.
Ohio!
The defendant,
What be going on in
21-year-old
Ohio?
Milton Watts, has turned himself in after a warrant was issued for his arrest for failure to appear on a domestic violence charge.
It's not great.
You were supposed to be here last month. You did not appear. Why weren't you here?
My mom didn't show up. Somebody died in the family. There was no reason for me to be here.
Well, it's not an engraved invitation, son. It's a court order.
Things are clearly off to a rocky start between Watts and Judge Chris Green. But Watts seems comfortable handling the situation on his own.
Your attorney withdrew, so you'll have to hire an attorney?
I don't need an attorney.
Oh, shit.
You're a lawyer?
Nope.
Unfortunately for
need an
Watts,
attorney. What
his
are you talking
grasp
about?
on the legal process seems spotty at best.
Do you want to talk
How
about
old
me
is
at
he?
bond with
Did
me?
they say?
What do you want to tell me?
About what?
Bond?
Don't really give a to be honest with you.
Judge Green, who's known for his no-nonsense style,
I really
doesn't
do not
seem
understand
particularly
motherfuckers who
receptive
go
to
into
the
court and
attitude.
start swearing.
That's going to cost you 30 days in the county jail for contempt. Cuff him if you got the cuffs. Hold on. It's $5,000 cash surety bond, subject to the temporary protection order.
Watts' remarks have already cost him dearly. And now, he doubles down.
He just swore at the judge. Can I give you a piece of advice?
What?
You can either make life easy or you can make life hard.
I already ruined my life.
That's 60. You want to go for 90? That's 90 more. That's
Oh my
180.
god.
That's 306.
Now I gotta come here and my life up. You.
Melvin, stop.
Oh my god.
How many days you wanna give me now? Are you Sir County?
Yeah, I'm at about a year right now in contempt, so.
Watts'
Aw,
mother and sister
it's
attempt
so
to intervene,
sad.
but
it
they're...
makes me sad though, because his family's right there, just like, can we stop this? Like, it has to suck to be a loved one in this situation. I don't feel bad for the person who lost their temper and who's being an asshole in court, and I don't really feel bad for the judge because the judge is just doing what the judge does. Like, the fucking family members, man.
is no stopping
All they can
the
do is stand there and
foul-mouthed
watch
tyrant.
it happen.
I don't care.
I don't give a
Melvin, stop.
everybody. You.
Melvin.
Power.
Good.
Fuck the power.
Good.
That's stupid. Melvin, stop. Stop it. You're not even getting in trouble.
This
Melvin, Melvin, listen. You're going
Who the f keeps telling me anything?
Listen, Melvin.
Deputies and other court staff quickly arrive at the courtroom for backup.
Shit, we got more. Oh my god, how many people are gonna come in for this one motherfucker? Like, damn. He was already pretty well read.
Despite the judge going all the way up to 360 days in the heat of the moment, once Watts calmed down, the judge ultimately decided to reduce the
Still,
sentence to 9.
That was fucking 90 days that you weren't gonna get. You know what I mean? Like, again, it's one of those things where it's like, for that to me read very much as just anger. That was just someone being upset, which is dumb, but like, I can see it. But it's still like, man, you did that to yourself. You shot yourself in the foot. You really did that.
90 days in jail, or 4 days per 4-letter word. For the initial domestic violence charge he was originally in court for,
And
later
also,
pled-
I feel like that doesn't look good on your record if you have a DV charge or if you're fighting DV charges, because they're showing that you have a temper and that you're not good at controlling yourself. Like, I don't know. It feels to me like that's just a bad thing to do, period, when you're in that situation to begin with. It sucks.
No contest.
It
no
makes
sentence
me
to
think that
5
he,
days in
and I
jail.
mean, for a majority of domestic violence situations, it just reads
We
to me
head
that
now
he
to
needs
Jackson,
therapy
Michigan,
and he
to
needs,
the
like,
4th
anger
Circuit
management.
Court.
Big time.
A personal protection violation hearing is on against this man, Jacob Larson.
You mean those 8 pixels?
The
Shit.
defendant's accused of sending
cannot believe
unwanted advances through Facebook messages
Oh, God.
to this woman seated here, a former
Why
high
is
school
he a
acquaintance.
creepy boy? I don't.
This incident's a
Man, why
violation
people
of a
gotta be
restraining
creepy,
order against
bitches?
Jacob.
Why?
All those messages were like,
Oh
wow,
shit!
were like
Why
last
people
year.
gotta be creepy?
How many of them were after, I'm asking her, how many of them were after the days of PPO?
Why is Jack Black trending on Twitter? What is happening?
22.
What's going on?
I don't post on
My
that
G's?
much. What's that? I don't post on that much.
You're welcome.
This is the second time the judge has
That
questioned
was,
the defendant about his contact with the
tasty-ass
plaintiff.
burp.
In
If I
fact,
could
the
ever get
same
a
judge had
sponsorship
issued
from
the
an energy
defendant's
drink company, it would
original
definitely be
PPO
Ghost.
4 months earlier.
That flavor's mint, and somehow that burp was
Fatal
amazing.
attraction kind of stuff.
What the
that
fuck?
I warned you about
How the
last time.
fuck?
I told you to just leave her alone. She was a classmate of yours. She apparently has no interest in
I
seeing
want
you.
her to tell me to leave her alone.
You know what? I told you to leave her alone. And apparently that didn't get through loud and clear. So today, you're going to jail for 3 days. And the next time you violate it, you're going to jail for...
You and her are all
Hey, you know what? You got a bad attitude. You had a bad attitude last time you were in court. Okay? okay?
You and her are buddy-buddy. Y'all get along. Y'all are...
45 days county jail.
I feel like some judges are
93 days in the county jail. You want to go for a year? Try it right now.
Are genuinely hotheads about things, but I feel like there are also some pretty level-headed judges. And I feel like what a lot of people don't keep in mind when they see a lot of these videos where the judges get kind of heated is the fact that part of a judge's job, actually a huge chunk of a judge's job, is just to maintain order in the court. Like, so when you show up acting all disrespectful or other things like that, it's literally their job to stop you. And if you're dumb enough to keep going, then, you know, that's not you, bro. Guys, did you hear about the shit going on with I'm Alex? I fucking woke up to this shit. I would sporadically watch I'm Alex like a little bit ago. I don't think I've watched any of his content like recently. Because I was like, oh, he gave off like quirky Spectrum vibes. To be fair, I kind of enjoyed the people that he made content with over himself. James Marriott and my brain is broken. But his crew, I enjoyed his crew. Or people who chilled with him. I don't think it's specifically his crew. Apparently he was a toxic asshole to his ex-girlfriend, and there's like actual proof of abuse and like bad shit happening. And he used the N-word against her as well. Like, he was pissed off at her and walking around the house and following her, and because they shared a living space, and called her the N-word. That's been blowing up. What the hell? But, like, his messages, from what's been leaked, because it's one of those situations where I don't think I'm Alex has responded as of right now, but the actual ex-girlfriend did a really good job, it seems, of actually, like, saving up evidence and screenshots and stuff, and his fucking texts are terrifying. Actually, let me link to this just because I think this highlights what scares me when you're dealing with like certain types of relationships. He's trying to just talk to her after he according to her, it escalated to the point that he actually used physical violence. He like pushed her or punched her or something, and she was genuinely scared, and she was smart, and she left. And a lot of people in toxic situations, it's hard to leave. In abusive situations, it can be hard to leave. She left. And I guess she blocked him on like all forms of media and or was ignoring him. And this is just unhinged, bro. It's a fucking like it's more than paragraphs of this dude just not taking no for an answer. And it's just like, bro, leave. Stop. She's obviously not going to answer you. Like, the answer is no. That shit fucking, oh. But yeah, I woke up to that and I was just like, oh shit. I don't think he's made a statement though. I woke up to a skeleton. No, he hasn't made a statement on it. Honestly, to be fair, way less relevant than like a year and a half ago. And in my opinion, like his actual content and stuff. And the last thing he released was like months ago on his channel. So he's not even like that active in content creation. And I hate to say that, but like, cause it does take a lot of effort to make content, but I don't know. There's so many like content creators that have his level of like followers / subscribers that do like weekly content, or even some people do fucking daily content. I don't know how the fuck, but I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like, bro. It makes me a little sad just because I did vibe with some of the things that he like did in his content, some of his commentary, but it's gotten to the point where I trust no one, man. Like, anything can come out about anyone, bro. The only person that I think is immune to anything coming out negative against them is Technoblade. God rest his soul. Like, he seemed to genuinely just be into what he did. He did it for fun, and that was it. And he didn't seem to have, like, a genuinely mean bone in his body. And yes, it's coming from a person who watched his content. So, I mean, it's biased in that way. I don't know how the dude actually behaved IRL, and that's always going to be the thing when you're dealing with content creators. But I feel like if I could place bets and money on two content creators that nothing bad ever comes out against them, it would be Technoblade and it would be Markiplier. Markiplier also just seems like a genuine goofball on the internet just doing things. Like, again, barely a mean bone in his body. I don't see it.
Did you eat dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I literally said to you it tasted good.
I know.
What the fuck?
Speaking of
The fuck? He blew up numerous orphanages. Real. Huh? I want a vegan style Lunchable. I'd smash that. They were good.
They look low quality.
That was kind of their charm, though. There's something very simple about just Lunchables. What are you doing?
Put on nighttime pants and they're watching Law and Order.
They're watching Law and Order. I mean, I'm watching for IRL Law and Order. I'm watching Court Moments.
I don't think there's gonna be able to do as many assaults as they do in that show.
Oh,
on
what?
there.
I don't know. It gets kind of weird.
We watched New Doctor Who. That was sad.
You watch New Doctor Who? That's also how I feel when I watch New Doctor Who.
And then I watched Old Doctor Who. Oh,
Moon goes, I watched New Doctor Who. I'm sad. Bro, I could go on a whole fucking tangent, and I kind of have to a certain degree in one of the prior streams, but, like, the quality is so ass in the New Doctor Who. It makes me so sad. Like, if you go back to Tennant era, or if you go back to even 11, fucking shit was so much better.
What's his name? Peter Capaldi?
Nice, zombie? Huh? Peter Capaldi?
We're watching
The
it
older.
right now, 'cause I didn't watch it.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, basically, Woman Doctor On, slightly before Woman Doctor On, I feel like the writing started to fall, and then it took a straight fucking nosedive. And again, it's sad, because they're actually doing some stuff that I would dig with the right writing, with good writing. I will eventually. The problem is my brain is hardwired to just rewatch the same things, because I enjoy them. Like Fallout. I need more Fallout.
Endo calls me weird for that.
The other day I rewatched Venoms 1 and 2. I can't wait for Venom 3. So I can binge 3. Also, I'm very excited for the next Deadpool movie, but everyone and their brother knows that. I like Deadpool. I'm getting one of those popcorn buckets. It is I will pay whatever they want me to pay. I'm getting it. The fucking questionable fucking boy. No, I feel like I promised it like 3 or 4 years ago. I don't think it was a full 5 years ago. Nothing.
PPO and your conduct in the courtroom. 2 days in
Discord notification.
The judge, clearly agitated by the defiant defendant, is sending him to jail.
I ain't never threatened.
Stand up. Cuff him. Stand up. Yeah.
Buddy.
Stand up.
Ooh, damn.
You're going to jail for a year in the county. 365 days county jail.
Can't do that.
Appeal it.
I will.
Good. Put your hands behind your back. Now.
Why? Why you doing
Right
this?
now. Put your hands
Trying to
behind
watch
your back.
court stuff? How are you doing, St. Potassium?
Put your hands behind your back. Tase his ass right
God
now.
damn it.
The
I am
judge
very
now
much-
steps
I don't
in to
have-
help subdue the
I'm
defendant.
not okay with that. I do not want to. No. Stop watching Power Ranger knockoffs. Yo! Burger is so good. Oh my god. I'm full and I'm jealous. I had meatball sub and a little bit tater tots.
Get to know you all too much. 93 days.
Larson sentenced to 93 days in county jail.
Can't tell me to leave you alone. Can't tell me to leave you alone.
I've never had any of their stuff, so I can't speak on that.
What?
My favorite burger is actually made by a local place, so if I say it, you guys can look it up and you'll know the area.
Next, we go
that
to a
I'm at,
bond
so-
hearing in
No.
Elyria, Ohio.
Yeah.
Appearing
Ohio!
remotely is the
I
defendant,
get it.
Ebony Burks. She's charged with misdemeanor assault
this
and
another-
domestic violence against her
this is another
grandfather, Shedrick McRae,
Video
his
call
companion.
court, isn't it?
At the bench is Judge Gary Bennett.
Good morning, Miss Burks.
Sorry. Sorry.
After reading the
like
charges,
I said,
the
I can
judge
see
asked
myself
Burks
going
how she'd like to
vegetarian
plead.
and not vegan.
You have 3 pleas
Like, if I do
available to you
any
today.
real traveling, I
Guilty,
probably
not
will
guilty,
be
no
vegetarian, not
contest.
vegan.
What plea would you enter?
But I don't see myself ever eating meat. It's
So
just
far,
one of
so
those
good.
things. It's a comfort
The
zone
judge
thing for
sets
me.
bond for the 2 charges at $15,000.
I don't judge anyone else, though. I mean,
His only
do
condition
you?
is
I
that
don't care.
Burks not be in contact with the victims, which could be
Ugh,
difficult
God, I wish I
since
could
she
get
shares a
that
home
up
with
here.
McCrae.
No contact means you can't call him, you can't write him, you can't text him, you can't email him, can't leave a message on some social media, you can't go visit him. If you go someplace, even though you may have arrived first and one of them shows up, you have to
Yeah,
leave.
that's the other thing. That's true.
I'm telling you,
I
you
literally,
can't go home.
the
If
last
you live
time
with Mr.
I
McCrae,
could have
you cannot
consumed meat,
return
I
to that
was
resident.
literally like 2 years old. I was either 2 or 3. I still wouldn't go for it, zombie. Here's the thing, I also don't have an interest in it. I feel like if the options for vegetarians / vegans were the same as they were like 10 years ago, I would be more tempted. But overall, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not interested. I've never, like, for me, it's more tempting for like eggs and dairy and that kind of thing, doing the vegetarian diet over the vegan one. But I don't know. What the fuck? The immediate no. You didn't even. There was not even. What the fuck?
I just did.
What the hell?
Typically,
Okay,
right
stop.
about now, a lawyer
Stop.
or even a judge might
Stop
try to
it.
de-escalate
Stop.
the situation. But it's clear this is not a typical bond
Facts.
hearing.
How you gonna tell me I can't go to my house?
I just did.
Well, I bet I do.
Well, then you're in contempt, young lady, and you've got 30 days. So you're not going. You're not what?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Get back! Get back!
Oh,
Get back! That's another 30 days. That's 60 days.
So what?
90 days.
So?
120 days.
Okay, and?
180 days.
Oh! Please, quiet.
My nose is bleeding.
Get your hands off me, man.
Again.
It looks like Burks may be finished.
What else you got to say?
Hold on, she's coming back.
Nothing. We'll talk in 6 months when you're ready to come back for your case.
Damn.
That's 200 days.
Oh my
Anything
God!
else to
No,
say,
it's not
Miss Burks?
high score unless it's over 300.
That's
The last
300
person.
days.
Oh! The last person got 360.
Though she racked up 300 days,
Oh,
Burks
okay.
only ended up
Not a high
serving
score.
88. According to
She
Judge
served
Bennett,
less days
it
too.
was
He
the
got
longest
90.
sentence he's ever imposed for contempt of court. As for her assault and domestic violence charges, they were suspended, but she was forced to enter a substance abuse program.
I hope it helped her. Again, for when you're dealing with
Not as
substance
sorry as
abuse,
she's
it
gonna
doesn't
be.
usually help unless the person wants help.
He's
wants
high
to
risk,
stop.
so I'm gonna raise the bond to 5,000.
That's why addiction sucks
We're at Bond
so
Court in
bad.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, I think 1,000 is reasonable given that these are felony charges. Good luck, sir.
Judge Smith has a full plate
I
of
think I've
bond
seen
hearings.
videos with Judge Smith before. She seems like someone I've actually.
Stop talking. I'm gonna give you a public defender.
Michael
All
Ray,
right.
cases 87 and 88.
Next up is Michael Ray.
Yeah, that's fair. Because
He's
again,
facing
it's
four-
one of those shitty situations where, like I said, the person needs help, but when you're dealing with substance abuse, in a lot of cases, it is one of those things where the person has to at least to a certain degree, want to get better. So it feels like, in my opinion, we're punishing people who are just going to definitely reoffend, and we're not doing anything productive with it. But at the same time, unless you're actually throwing them into good programs or good... My brain is not good with words right now. I'm so fucking tired, and I'm in pain. Unless we're throwing them into, like, good programs that actually seem to care about the people they're trying to do, then... I don't know. Definitely over jail. I mean, I'm not going to argue that. It's just, there's still a lot of programs out there where, especially, again, if the person doesn't actually want to stop, it doesn't help with anything. They just end up reoffending, and they end up in the same position.
Or charges, including criminal
It's still better than jail. Do
and
not get me
second-degree
wrong.
assault.
I'm not going to argue that one, but
A bond
it's
or a
just,
bail
it
hearing
feels
is
like we
usually
need
a
to put
quick
more work
proceeding
into
if the
rehabilitation in
defendant is
general, like
cooperative.
more money into programs
The
to
prosecutor
help
suggests
people.
a bail amount for Ray based on the
and
crime
more
and the
care for
defendant's
people that
history.
need help. It's something that's not ever going to happen because the U.S. is ass, but like, I just, you know, like other countries where that is the main point of like going into
Ray might
systems like
feel
that is to
$25,000 is too
rehabilitate
high,
people so they don't
but
offend, so they
sarcasm
actually
won't
help
get him a
out the
reduction,
community that they're
and the
in.
judge lets
are
him
a
know.
benefit to society.
All right,
and
so
it's
bond is
weird.
$50,000. No bail credit. Danger to community.
What the fuck?
Thinks these are funny.
What about the military? The
Just lucky I didn't
military
hold him
needs
in
another like
contempt.
12 billion.
Ray just had his bond doubled.
I can't get over the numbers
But as he
for how
re-enters the
much money
hallway,
goes into
he
our
has something
military
else to say.
funding and our police budgets. Like what?
Bring him in.
Damn!
Hold him in
Stop
contempt.
threatening! Stop doing it!
Adding charges.
Oh my god.
Ray's language isn't the only thing to
dumb.
upset the judge. According to court officials,
Oh,
the
shit.
defendant also gave her the middle finger.
Bro. Huh?
30 days to serve on contempt for flipping me off twice.
Judge calls
I
him back,
reacted. I don't know if I screamed.
but it looks like he's
I
gone.
heard you all the way downstairs.
If we bring him back in, he's
No,
just
too
getting
many
30 days to do
bajillion.
something else.
So they move on to the next case.
Case number 90, Scott Raymer.
When, sure enough, Ray comes back for more.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh no. Oh no.
Sir, I'm holding you in contempt for what you did.
Right.
And so,
You're just
all right,
making
you
it
can take
worse.
him back.
Like,
100
I
days
think
to
that's also somewhat funny just from the outside looking in for a lot of these cases when people start to act up and other people in the court, whether they're like quote unquote on that person's side or not, are like, you need to like calm down. You can't be saying this or you can't be doing this. And the person's like, man, fuck you. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. Like, hey, bro, stop. People are like trying to like calm you down and stop you. And it's kind of also funny because the judges don't care. They're
That's
just like,
right,
nah,
the
keep
judges
going,
gave him
it's fine.
100
I
days
can
in
keep
jail.
punching you. Like, bro.
He's done.
Ray
Bruh.
could just walk away without making matters even worse, but he goes a different route.
Oh, what?
Yana, I think we need to.
Yeah.
Can we bring him back?
He's
I
gonna
want
be
Oh
to
my
charged.
god. He's
Yes.
gonna keep saying shit.
What started out as
He's
4
gonna
serious
keep
charges
fucking
has grown into a
saying
grand
shit, bro.
total of 10.
Oh
all in
my
the span
god.
of approximately 3 minutes.
That's nuts. That's absolutely fucking nuts.
Yeah. No, I figure that's just a lesson on what not to do. So you all are good.
Problem is,
Oh, what the fuck
you
is
don't
this
want to
sound?
play by anybody's rules. You want to play by your own rules.
Next, we go to Berea, Ohio for a probation hearing.
Ohio.
The defendant's
Ohio.
18-year-old William Demopoulos. He's
Criminal
on probation
damaging,
for
unauthorized
criminal
use of a
damaging,
motor vehicle.
unauthorized use of a motor vehicle,
What the fuck
and
is that?
obstructing
What's the difference between that? I guess this is where I get confused by like our charges and laws. What the fuck? Unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. Wouldn't that just be stealing a car? Like if you didn't have consent from the owner to use a vehicle, is that like if it's still on the property of wherever the owner's at? Where it's considered that it's not actually like Grand Theft Auto? I don't understand that.
official business. Things have not started
Oh,
off well. as
really?
Judge
That's
Chris
what
Green
that's what
is
you get
annoyed with
charged? I thought it was
Demopoulos
literally
for
just
refusing to
for
hand
driving
over his
with a
cell phone
suspended.
to a probation officer.
What
Give
the
me
fuck?
that phone. What's in that phone you don't want us to find?
Nothing. I just didn't see no need for you guys to confiscate my phone and go through it. I mean,
And you play by your rules. You don't want to play by anybody else's rules.
Bald.
When the judge hands
Bald.
the phone to a clerk, the defendant starts
Bald.
to retreat.
Oh shit, there are two types of people. The fuck? The fuck? What the fuck?
not right, man. I'm telling you, it's not right.
On that same note, I wonder how many fucking court officials or whoever actually has to go through the phones has just seen dick pics on phones. What the fuck? What the fuck? Not the lolly, no.
Your system is so messed up. Stand there.
If you're gonna act out,
Whatever
you
pattern
know.
they chose for the desks is ass, because my brain sees that pattern with how like shitty the camera is and immediately thinks they're using plywood, like with the pattern that they got going on. It's like, why are your desks made of plywood? It should be wild in Ohio, dog. I would think they wouldn't be, as long as they're like legal. Obviously, if it's underage shit, that would be a little shocking, but right? Okay, thank you. I'm not the only one. I was like, who has these fucking? Why did they not? Did they just not finish the desks? It took me a second for my brain to be like, oh, it's a weird pattern in the wood.
Give me an offer.
There ain't no way that shit's plywood.
No. I'm right now
Even
thinking
in
about
Ohio, I don't think that would be a
It doesn't
thing.
have to be like this, John. Stand there and stand like
It doesn't have to be like this.
I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Then you're gonna go to jail today.
Jesus Christ.
Sounds like this
Bro.
teen is willing to give up his freedom for a phone.
What the fuck? You're dumb as hell. What is on? Now I'm really curious what's on the phone. That means to me, or that makes me think there's something like actually illegal on that phone.
I don't know why.
The judge breaks it down for Demopoulos.
They're gonna take your phone anyway, brother. Like, there's no goddamn way.
Anything they want to take of yours.
It's the 5Gs.
If they want to search your phone, they search your phone.
They warned us about
Problem
the
is,
5Gs.
You don't want to play by anybody's rules. You want to play by your own rules.
It's not like that, Your Honor.
Getting nowhere, the defendant changes his story.
It's not my cell phone.
Whose cell
What
phone
the
is
fuck
it?
are you talking about?
It's my brother's.
Then why didn't you tell them that? I need him handcuffed, please.
Even with deputies
That
closing
also
in,
feels like a
Demopoulos
massive
doesn't
cop-out.
seem interested in cooperating.
Oh my god! He dropped the table! What the fuck?
As quickly as
He had a
Demopoulos hops
crowd
over the
of
table,
law enforcement
the
behind
deputies
him. He's like,
tackle
I'm gonna
him to the
risk it.
floor.
I'm gonna risk it all. What the fuck? He was fast though. Give him credit for that, bro. That was a quick hop. Oh shit. Chase him. Chase him. Chase him.
That's the defendant's grandfather looking
Oh, what
on.
the hell? Aw, fucking grandpapa is right there. You're doing this in front of your grandparents, at least one of them. Like, my heart breaks for the fucking relatives. Again, like, seeing this go down has to suck.
But why though, man? Why does it have to be like this, man? It really is. It's like this because you make it like this.
Aww.
My problem is I can't have someone on probation if they won't listen to their probation officer.
He has a problem. I know he has a problem.
Man, he's kind of like a little cat to me.
Yeah, he's drunk. He's very athletic. Yeah.
The judge revokes the defendant's probation, and he's charged with resisting arrest.
That's just sad.
He's sent to jail for 40 days.
Like, that was
Thanks for being a
unnecessary.
fan of Court
That
Cam.
was unnecessary. That was wholly unnecessary. Damn. I guess that pretty much sums up most of the court videos, right? Like, you didn't need to do that, but you did. It's kind of like the videos, the cop cam videos of, like, people getting pulled over and being stupid. You didn't have to do that, and you did. Like, what the fuck? What the hell? That's all the cams I had pulled up. It's a guy from Live PD. No. It is almost 11 p.m. and I have work in the morning, so there's no way that I'm streaming probably anymore. You're right. I don't think, would they have searched, I think they still would have searched the phone, unless they verified that it was actually the brother's phone. Possibly. That's my only other thought process there. So, what if he was telling the truth? He's just a dumbass. That's not the boy Hypnotic. I want to listen to Monkey Spinning Monkey. My brain, 80% of the time, is just Monkey Spinning Monkey. Trap remix. I'm kind of glad I purposely picked a little more of a relaxed stream because I was like, yeah, I'll probably be kind of tired and I don't know what'll be going on, and I'm kind of glad I did that. Tomorrow evening, we're going to play video games. What? Huh? Say again? What you talking about? Man, Zombie, I don't know if you're being authentic or not. I'm not good at that. Why? This is such a good fucking song. What are you talking about? I have mods to download. Oh, I have Ruby or Float to make. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've had too much. Why is that a bad song? I've had so much energy drink today, I made a mistake. I'm being authentic. I had work this week after a month of no work. Oh. Share your songs with it. I'm sorry! My brain is dumb. I'm so sorry. Guys, Crab Rave. Actually, no, Me Channel. Yeah, boy. Hell yeah. I saw what you shared on Twitter. Yeah, boy. I saw. What was I gonna say / do? It's a weird thing when you're super tired and super just, I don't know how to describe it. If you have not encountered the sheer tired in your bones when you suffer from like anemia and other issues, I don't know how to explain that. Cause it's not like it's a tired in your fucking bones, dude. It's like part of your soul is just gone for that period of time. It's weird being this tired because of like health stuff, but drinking energy drink to keep me going because I am wired right now, but I'm still so tired at the same time. Nice. Yeah, I assume wherever they go, you'll probably go zombie. Aw. I would like to eventually like go on a plane and see how that affects me because I get car sickness. But yeah, no, that has become like an at least 1 to 4 times a month failing for me now. I straight up probably wouldn't have been able to get through work. I'm slightly proud of myself for getting through work. Maybe it's a stupid thing to be proud of. But like going into work, I was in so much pain and I was so fucking out of it that I thought I was like, okay, I just gotta make it until. And I don't know if the pain meds hit. I don't know if my brain just like acclimated to it, but like goddamn. I didn't use any PPTO. I've been trying to save up enough for an entire day. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm going to use an hour of it for tomorrow because they scheduled me before my actual availability is. But like, I'm trying to save up enough for a full day so I can just call in for a full day if I want to or need to. And I don't have to worry about consequences and I get paid for it. Zombie stalking them internationally. That is true, though. It's not really stalking. Here's what I have to say. I don't think it's stalking if you're dealing with, like, a public figure. Especially K-pop. They have a very fucking parasocial audience. Or a very obsessive audience. I feel like K-pop thrives off of that mentality and those mindsets, which is kind of scary, but it's fine. It's just cute women singing. It's fine. Let's see. Oh yeah, dog. After this stream is cut, I'm gonna download, I'm gonna probably stretch my legs. I'm gonna go grab some root beer or make root beer float. I don't know. Part of me wants to actually hold up on that because I'm probably gonna be awake for another couple hours at least. Definitely getting a heating pad. I kind of want to at least download the mods. Maybe not test them out today, but download them and then I can test them out either tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening. Don't know, but I want to at least download the mods. I'm trying to think of other things. I have to switch over laundry if I want clean clothes for tomorrow because I started that before the stream. And I think that's really it for me tonight anyway. I have to obviously set alarms to do that every single evening to make sure that things are set correctly. Because tomorrow what I'm going to have to do is get up at like between 6 and 7, at least for long enough to hop on my phone and basically report to my work that I'm going to be late to my shift, put in PPTO, an hour of it, and then slowly get ready for the day, try to exist, and leave same time that I left today, so 8-something a.m., and I will be out of work tomorrow at 5, thank God. And today is Sunday. I work Monday because of stuff happening this week at my work. I work Monday and Tuesday. I have Wednesday off, and then I work Thursday, and then I have Friday off. Because my manager, the manager above my manager who does the scheduling stuff for helps, was just like, hey, Just want to give you a heads up. I had to switch one of your days off this week. I know you normally have like a set schedule, but because of a coworker's basically going on medical leave for like a surgery or some shit. And I was like, okay, as long as it doesn't take away hours, as long as it's not too crazy. And at that point, she said that I was getting a fucking mid shift, and she lied out of her ass. Cause, bro, what the fuck? No, I'm not bringing that into my streams. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Boy, what the hell, boy? Boy, if you don't. Whew. Tomorrow, my goal is to make it through work without using any extra PPTO, although I could leave work extra early, technically, if I really need to. But I don't want to. But if I have to, I will. And then at 5, I leave work. I get home, hopefully, as soon as possible. And I have a stream at 7. So my thought process is get home tomorrow evening. Worst case scenario, test out the mods that I'm going to install tonight. Make sure everything's working, or check to see if everything's working. And then get comfy, start stream. And then it's back to normal hours the following day. I got to extend my Japan leave into my Utah trip for Purple Kiss, so I didn't use any of my time. They're currently in maple syrup land now. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. Wherever you work seems to be really good for like vacations and stuff. It feels like where I work you have to fight to save up time, or you have to fight to actually leave on any type of vacation time. It's why I haven't like tried to do anything close to like a vacation in the last 5 years now. That, and I can't afford it in terms of like, if I go a week and some change without a paycheck, I'll be in panic mode just in case something happens around the house. Takes like a month to get 2 days of worth of PPTO work. So the way that it works at my work, at least as far as I'm aware, because I'm full-time and because I've worked for the company for 5 years, every 40 hours that I work, I earn around an hour and some change, just over an hour basically, of PPTO. So like right now, I've saved up 6 hours and some change. I'm not doing math in my head. That's crazy. What the fuck is up with these bots, bro? Fuck you. Ban this bitch. Ban him. I didn't. No consent was given. The fuck? Thank you, Hypnotic. Doing God's work. Let me go ahead and skip this song since we apparently don't like this song. I'm trying to surf the webs here. Nice. I like that song, though. The part of my brain that's broken that wants to hear things just on a loop for fucking 80 hours straight. I like that song. That song is still a bop. God damn it. I think it's allergies, but like, I hate nosebleeds. No. So dumb. Especially when your body is already iron deficient. I feel like any extra bleeding is so fucking stupid. It's so dumb. Why are you doing that? That make no sense. We need to keep that in there. We need all of the iron, bro. I wear most things dry because we clothes are icky. Huh? Do I have... Oh, I have my fucking volume on my Discord. What the fuck? Let me mute that real quick. Whoops. I don't get nosebleeds, but as a kid, I once sneezed blood. I've gotten regular nosebleeds since I was a child. I think the allergies don't help, and then when I get random colds and flus, it doesn't help either. It never grossed out really my parents too much because I guess my dad's siblings, one of them at least, had issues with it, so go figure. Why? Why, Hypnotic? I'm assuming you were trying to say I wear most things dry because wet clothes are icky, and like, who the fuck is gonna say wet clothes are not icky? I'm sorry. I don't properly bleed from my nose. It just kind of gathers. Aw, what? What? That sounds horrible. I say, yeah, what a concept. You mom gonna say wet is nice. What? The fuck? I know I'm negative brain cells right now, but what the fuck, man? What is happening? What is going on? Still not as bad as Sminky. I hope Sminky's doing good. He hasn't been in chat like at all, but man. Don't worry, you day things huh? Yeah, right now I don't know. My meat suit's rebelling, which is normal. And I'm dumb. It annoys me because when regular stuff happens to my meat suit, it can affect me really bad, especially when sensitivities and stuff are playing up. I get overwhelmed so easy, and it seems so dumb because it's stuff that I should be used to. It sucks, but it's stuff that I should totally be used to, and it always like either takes me by surprise or it's so hard to fucking function normally, and I hate it. What the fuck? Yeah, I hope Spinky's doing good. I hope he's doing good. Ugh. I just gotta get through the next 2 days. And then I can have a day off and I can vibe. And also just get past tomorrow. Honestly, just getting through tomorrow is gonna be awesome. Be like, yeah, I don't have to worry about that again. It's not for a little bit. Oh, I don't think did I tell chat? Did I tell y'all? I have the 4th of July off this year. So I have 3 days off that week, which is kind of nice. I don't know if my family will be planning anything, but if we do, it'll probably be in the evening, so. I don't ever usually get... Oh, I got the 4th and the 5th off. I don't ever usually get the 4th off, so. Stop. Elden Ring is on my list of games to play. Hypnotic. What the hell? No. Jesus Christ. I don't speedrun. You know that. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you talking to? I'm excited to play more Fallout 4, and I'm kind of excited at the potential of like playing Skyrim or other things with crowd control, so you guys can fuck with me. What the fuck? No. What the fuck? Oh no. Oh my god. This has been nice though. This has genuinely been chill. I feel like if I wasn't streaming, I would have just zoned out and watched something anyway. So I downloaded a mod that lets me kill everyone, and still get an S rank. Reading is hard. When are you getting Baldur's Gate 3? When I can afford it. I have a bunch of games to play. You need to calm the fuck down. I don't have enough free time for the games I currently have to play. Yeah. What the fuck? No. So tomorrow evening, I think I said 7. It says it in the Discord, but I'm pretty sure it's 7. I'm not even checking. We're gonna go ahead and try to play through Parasocial. If it is shitted game, I'm gonna give it an honest shot. And if it is a shitted game, we might duck out of it and play like Fortnite or something else. I don't know. Nice. And then, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna have to look at my fucking schedule because I don't fucking remember. I don't have the brain cells to fucking memorize my own schedule. What the fuck are you talking about? I played as him and okay. I'm S by default. Nice. So 7 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to do Parasocial with the heart monitor. If I can handle it, I should be fine with it. I'll suck it up. It'll be fine. Tuesday, I don't have anything planned because I think they have me working until 9 p.m. Tuesday. It's more of a regular work day, but a late work day. Or a later work day. Not like end of the world, just Wednesday at 4 p.m. I was going to do Tomb Raider, or I was going to try to play Tomb Raider Remastered. It has been a while since I've touched a Tomb Raider game, but it was a lot of my early, like, childhood and, like, early teens. It was a game that I would revisit and play. So, it'll be fun. I'm sure I'll be absolute butt cheeks at it, but it'll be fun. Yeah. And then nothing planned on Thursday, so. Maybe that's just fine with me. But now I'm going for my degree. I might rewatch Hazbin Hotel. I need another season of that shit right now. Actually, no, I take that back. I need another episode of Hell of a Boss yesterday. What the fuck? I feel like every episode they're going to blue ball us in some way, and it makes me upset. Like, what the fuck? How dare you? How dare you? Actually, I'm really sad because the two characters that I like, I don't think they're going to fucking do, like, any serious deep dive. Like, well, not a deep dive. I don't think you're going to do any, like, episodes mainly focusing on them, at least for the rest of this season, and it pisses me off. Because I don't think it'd be a lot of, like, crazy good content. But, like, man, they're so fucking adorable, bro. What the fuck? Everyone thinks their music is better. Shush. Shush. What the fuck? What the fuck? Nope. The immediate nope. Proof? Yep. Look at your profile picture. That's not what the fuck. Hold the fuck up. I'm just glad that I got this working. It was annoying me. Bam. Oh, I don't have it set. I don't have it set up for this one. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. That didn't happen. Bam. Yeah, boy. I'm also gonna probably BTS. I'm probably going to before the next Fallout 4 stream, on top of adding more mods and tweaking the crowd control settings. Part of the crowd control settings I'm gonna try to tweak is having the things pop up on screen for slightly longer so I can catch what's being redeemed. Yeah. Because that was the other thing that kind of annoyed me. I don't know if it was the sheer amount of shit you were redeeming, Hypnotic, but, like, I like being able to kind of see what's coming for me. I feel like that's fair. I'm excited for the next session. The last one was so chaotic, but it was so fun. My character looks fucking disgusting. No. Why would you say that? Nice. Did you see the Secret Service is trying to ban an energy drink powder called Lean? Wait, huh? What the fuck are you talking about? Shut, zombie. Shut that. Ugh. No, I want to listen to this one. Oh, did they replace it? They did, the cunts. What? Oh, that was something else. How the fuck? Well, now I'm annoyed. Most of the SpongeBob saying paint the town red. It's true they didn't make that drink powder legally distinct. Huh? You can hear what's coming for you when you hear which it means friendly. Buzzer means hostile. And when it shows a message when something happened. Oh. Yeah, but I still want to tweak. I still want to tweak how long the message pops up on the screen because I can't usually read it while I'm playing with as fast as it pops up on screen. I have to play Fortnite for the fucking points. I want to get the Brotherhood thing. I want to get the skin, but I haven't really had the energy to play. Should I raid out? I don't think I'm gonna raid out. What the fuck? No, you don't. You absolutely do not. You should add more hostile creatures because most of them are friendly followers. I wonder why, Hypnotic. Jesus Christ. The fuck are you talking about? Hypnotic, how much fucking... Why? Like, I feel like... I did not anticipate you to interact with it as much as you did. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. There was no chill that entire stream. And I feel like now every time that I play anything with that fucking... with that there, it's gonna be intense as a bitch. I was like, oh, so, like, Hypnotic's gonna redeem probably, like, a couple handfuls throughout the whole stream, but god damn. I'm in certain areas and I just hear the redeem sound, like, fucking 8 times over. God damn. Made the game crash at least once, like, the fuck? What the hell, man? I definitely want to try using crowd control. The next game I want to do using crowd control, which might not happen until after I finish Fallout, because I'm trying to still make sure I go through late games when I start them. It's probably gonna be Skyrim, just because I feel like it'll be fun. You know. That, it might have less redeem, so just for the fact that I don't think I'll be able to even, like, coherently play the game if someone is redeeming stuff, like, consistently. Because there's so much wandering in that game, too. You know? I have to finish playing Subnautica. I kind of lost my sense of direction in what I'm doing. You know it, motherfucker. I might revisit Arkham City. I just wasn't feeling it at the time. Oh my god. Did I say I'm going downstairs? I think I'm gonna curl up in the shower, guys. I hate this. What the fuck? Is that an option? Is that a fucking option? Hold up. Hold the fuck up. I don't have the energy, man. Alrighty, I'm gonna bow out peacefully. What the fuck? That is probably definitely something I could do with enough dedication. I don't think I'm gonna raid out. I think I'm just gonna bow out peacefully. It is 11:13 p.m. and I should probably duck out and do stuff. I gotta switch over laundry, and then I'll go from there in what I'm doing. I don't want to take any more pain meds, but I feel like I have to. That is the most cursed fucking thing I've ever fucking read. What the fuck? On that note, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I read that, and the first thing that came to my first thing that came to mind is first day after No Nut November. the fuck? What the fuck? No, yeah, I forgot it. What the fuck? No, stop. Yes, I forgot it. I have a fucking... I'm not kidding right now. I'm very negative IQ. I am... The last 15 minutes I was at my work, I was sat down. Thank God there was a stool. And I was actively fighting the urge to pass out. I'm pretty sure I did lose brain cells today. Just in functioning or trying to function normally. I could never forget it. Fair. Let's do that. Yeah, boy. I feel like anyone who watches me loses brain cells is just a fact. Yeah. You close out all this bullshit we don't need. Yeah. You know what? At least the stream didn't crash. We got to enjoy court moments. I feel like the vibe was exactly what I wanted and what I needed with everything I've been through today. Again, if I planned a gameplay like stream, I probably would have either switched it to true crime or just canceled the stream because I do not have the energy for that right now. I'm hoping that I feel better tomorrow, at least slightly. I know I'm still going to be in some levels of pain, but I hope I'm going to feel better tomorrow. I'm glad that I'm leaving work earlier tomorrow, although, yeah, I'm glad that I'm leaving work earlier tomorrow. And I am excited to try to play Parasocial. It'll be interesting, at the very least. I think I mentioned on I don't think I mentioned on stream, but I mentioned in the Discord. I got The Quarry and I got Needy Streamer Overload because those have really positive reviews. And they were on sale. The Quarry was like 75% off, and Needy Streamer Overload was close to that. So I was like, okay. Cocky one. Boing, boing. Very nice. So I'll be playing those at some point. Needy Streamer Overload, I've been told, is a longer game. And The Quarry, I think I can knock out within a couple of streams. Longer streams, but a couple of streams nonetheless. I don't know when I'll be playing them, just that I have them. I still, like I said... I still want to at least... I want to finish Subnautica. I just need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. I have to, like, find specific things, and I don't really have... I have an idea of depth for where I need to find them, but, I am so directionless, it's not even funny. I don't know. And I like the actual layout of the game. It's just I kind of wish there was slightly more direction in where exactly I gotta go. And it was like, then it wouldn't be fun. And I'm just like, it would be for me. I get lost easily, and undersea maps also really fuck with my sense of direction. So I feel like my brain fucking needs that. Even just like a direction. Man, I don't know Hypnotic, but it's got a bunch of really fucking positive reviews, so I figured I'd at least try it. You know? Just chest. Cheat. Yeah, but then I get called names. Because I'm not playing legitimately. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what I want to do for Subnautica. I do want to finish it, or try to finish it, but we'll see. I do have more Cult of the Lamb to play. It's just so fucking relaxed. I might make that a new, like, in-between games thing to do. Man, zombie, shut your bitch ass up right now. Shut. I like the aesthetic of the game, and it had a bunch of positive reviews, and it was on sale. Like, goddamn. I was thinking potential content or something I might enjoy. What is the next Luigi's Mansion coming out? Yeah, but he still judges me hard. Well, that's not what I was searching. Jesus Christ. It's kind of like you guys judging me for playing pussy mode on everything, and it's like, man, I'm not good at games. I like playing them, but god damn it, I don't want to punish myself for playing games, you know? How expensive is that gonna be? That's gonna be... Boy, I don't want to play that. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I want to eventually also revisit PS4 Spider-Man. Because it is a good game. I don't know. There's too much shit for me to do. I don't have enough time or energy. Which is frustrating. Eventually, whenever I get fired or have a breakdown at work and get fired because of that, I'm going to end up having more free time to play games. Until then, I would like to have some more money saved up for that eventually happens. Get it on PC. I'm not gonna... Here's the thing. If I have a game on one console, more than likely I'm not getting on another one. What the fuck? Yeah, boy. You're right. Shit, you're right. Shit, you're right. True, but I already bought the fucking game once. I already bought it once, dog. Endo also wants to play the rest of Resident Evil 4. I don't really have an interest in watching him play, but he really fucking wants to watch him fucking play through the game. Because I've already said I don't have any interest in playing it. I don't like how it's set up as a Resident Evil game. I don't think it's a bad game. Don't get me wrong. I get that there's people that like it. I totally understand it. But for me personally, when I play it, especially because it's under the guise or under the name of Resident Evil, it just does not give me those vibes. I got a mob to make. I got a mob. Jesus Christ. I got a mod to make web bombs into grenades, and also I did gore. Nice. Yeah, except he can't. He don't have a fucking PC or something that he can stream on, or that he would stream on. If he made his own Twitch channel, he would then ask to borrow my PC, and I would not be comfy with that. Man breaks everything he touches. Yeah, but he wouldn't because of quality. He probably wouldn't until he was able to get a PC. I know how his fucking brain works. Honestly, I don't know. To a certain degree, I don't blame the attitude. I definitely I should have started streaming probably like a year past when I started streaming, because when I had at least more of a handle on what I was doing and why I was doing and all that. When it comes from a technical aspect, and from an actual content aspect. True. Shh, my brain is so off, dude. Stop. My brain like started to mix two words and gave up halfway through. I don't fucking know. Aspect and point. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Shut up. It hurts to think. Stop. Stop. What the fuck? I just can't make it through tomorrow. The one good thing about my brain lately is I am actually getting, with the help of alarms, of course, but I'm actually getting up in the morning. And when I say the morning, anywhere between 7 and 8 a.m., which is perfect. It's beautiful. At least I'm getting up in the morning, because I'll have periods of time, and I know it's due to, like, stress and anxiety and other shit. But I have solid periods of time where I cannot get up in the morning to save my life, and luckily, the last couple times that happened, I didn't have, like, super early work shifts, so it didn't really affect me from that point of view. But recently, it's kind of nice to be up at, like, 7 a.m. when I don't have to leave the house until 10-something a.m. It gives me some more time to play around with for, like, doing chores and getting stuff done and feeling ready, and maybe, like, having a little bit of food before work that I wouldn't normally have, or that kind of thing. Man, shut the fuck up. Okay. In high school, we had to see... What the fuck? What the fuck? What kind of bullshit? Huh? Huh? Aw. For science. What the fuck? You know, there are times I'm glad I was homeschooled. This is one of those fucking times. What the fuck? What the fuck kind of bullshit? What the fuck kind of bullshit? Bro! I literally have most of the mods that you recommended to be pulled up on different tabs to install Hypnotic. Some of them I'm not that into. Randy Savage in the Commonwealth, not really into that. Gonna be honest with you. It's kind of terrifying and not like a good way, it's just bad. Like, why would you do that? He sells a tail is also like a confusing factor for me. And horns. What the fuck? Sure. What do you mean? I'm confused by the statement. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Alright, I'm gonna peace out. I should have ended the stream a few minutes ago, but whatever. Sexually confusing. I'll be back tomorrow evening. We're turning fall into one big shitpost. This needs to happen. Man, you're so excited, bro. I can't get over how fucking active you were in just fucking with me the last stream. Have a good one, St. Potassium. But yeah, I'll be back here tomorrow evening around 7 p.m. If anything changes, I'll do what I always do. I'll post in Discord. I'll post on Twitter. My hope is I can make it through the day tomorrow like I did today. In theory, tomorrow is actually going to be an hour shorter because they had me scheduled to come in an hour earlier, and I'm using an hour of PPTO to come in basically the same time I came in today. So, you know, that's the hope, is that tomorrow is slightly easier, and hopefully I'm feeling a little better. We'll see. No guarantees, but we'll see. And yeah, I don't know how Parasocial is gonna go, but I feel like it could be kind of fun. It was costly spamming like I was though, so it will be more tempered next time. Good. I prefer leaving earlier than coming. I usually agree with you there. Honestly, I prefer not doing either. I'm trying to save up enough PPTO to just call in for a single day, which means I need at least 8 hours of PPTO. This time it is only strictly because they have me scheduled before my availability. I'm not leaving the house at 7 something a.m. to go to work because someone couldn't be bothered to look at the fact that my availability is 9 a.m. So instead, I'm going to be leaving at 8 something a.m. like I did today to get to work at 9 a.m. so I can work until 5 and then peace the fuck out. That's the hope. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned the fact that today was Father's Day. Nothing really happened in my household too crazy. Gave my dad some gifts, gave my papa some gifts. Well, I didn't, but my family did because I was at work. And my dad picked dinner. So it's been a very chill Father's Day. And worst case, I'm looking at it as worst case scenario tomorrow. If I am like barely able to function again, I can always choose to leave a few hours early if I really want to, because I do have PPTO. I don't want to use it, but in emergency, if I really can't fucking function, I'm gonna use it. I feel like that's what it's there for. So, yeah. I should be feeling a lot better, not tomorrow, but the next day, I know for a fact. My work actually did a pretty cool thing for Father's Day today. They had like an open snack table in the break room, and then they had another open table in another area in the back room where employees go. And the what the fuck? What the hell? What the fuck? She needs evaluation. No, in the break room they had like random fruits and granola bars and snack bars. They had soda, they had like chip bags, they had some candies. A lot of it wasn't vegan. I ended up taking a bag of Doritos with my meal break because it was the spicy Doritos. The spicy sweet chili ones are vegan. So, and then another table with a bunch of baked goods. Again, like none of it was vegan. And some more soda. It was kind of sweet. I thought it was a good idea, and I thought it was cute because we did have a lot of people who were who are fathers who had to work today, so it was a nice gesture. Nice. I would be if they were vegan. They're not, so yeah. Also, I always pack my own food for work, and today was one of those days because I was in pain and I wasn't feeling good that, like, eating was somewhat of a chore for me. I had to kind of force myself. I always pack a backpack and bring it to my work. I have, like, random emergency supplies. I have, like Band-Aids that I'm not allergic to, that kind of thing. I have random, like, small supplies, and then I usually pack my lunch. And I usually pack some type of drink, and I just throw it in the break room. It's not a guarantee I'm going to eat it, but it's usually just to give me incentive to eat something, because I recognize that I'm unhealthy when it comes to eating and not eating, because I tend to do the whole, like, I don't need food. When in reality, I should be eating. You should add fat people, not... What the fuck? Hold up. Wait a minute. Nice. This is a little song repeatedly for... What the fuck? Why are you so mean? Damn. I did not come on here to be bullied. I did not do that. I'm unhealthy because my body just has moods where it doesn't want to eat. I don't know. I don't put too much thought into it other than that. Realistically, I should probably be in some sort of therapy, and I should have been for years, but my mom didn't really see the need for that when I was younger. What? What the fuck? Hypnotic? Rude. Alrighty, I gotta go for realties. It's 11:30. Fuck. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for being here. It means a ton to me. Till next stream, friends. Goodbye.